Hello, everybody out there on the internet. This is Roll for Crit. I'm Jonathan, and Will's here too.
Hey, I'm here. Nothing go wrong with me.
I think he looks like he's in great spirits. We are about to embark on an adventure playing the Alien role-playing game from Free League Publishing, which was published a couple years back, but we're playing it in honor of Alien Day, which was last week. And also, they announced that they're coming out with some new like starter sets that you can purchase physically. We're going to be playing with the cinematic module that's included in the starter kit for this game, which is called Chariot of the Gods. And it's a horror adventure. If you're not familiar with the Alien franchise, there will be blood, there will be gore, there will be horrible things, disturbing things happening to our players.
You mean something like this?
Something like that could happen. It is our first time playing through, so as always, if we don't know what we're doing, we apologize, and hopefully you'll forgive us when we get something wrong or have to struggle to look through rules and things. Everyone want to briefly introduce themselves? You don't have to introduce your characters yet. I think once we get started, we'll maybe your characters will talk to each other a little bit.
Nope.
But
Well,
who's here?
Well, I'm Will once again, and if you can't tell, I like Alien.
He likes Alien. I think the other members of our team, what I've learned is that they don't know as much about Alien.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yep.
true?
I'm Mark, and I've seen it once, and I saw Aliens, I think once, but that was years ago. And I just bought Alien Isolation for $2 on Steam. So there you go.
Nice.
Congrats, you got the good one.
Yes, not Colonial Marines.
Yeah. And Nathan?
I'm Nathan. I've seen the original Alien, and I've seen bits and pieces of the other movies, I think, when they were on television, but I'm excited to go on a little space adventure. I'm sure it'll be a routine mission.
That's how it's going to go. So that's the setup. For people who are familiar, the positioning of this in the lore is post-Alien 3.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
So Alien Requiem, right? That's the fourth one? Requiem?
Yeah, Requiem is the fourth one.
Yeah. Alien Requiem for a Dream has not happened yet. But everything else, Covenant and Prometheus are canon. All that stuff is canon in this world. Sorry, but it is. Take it up with Ridley Scott, not me. So that's what's going to happen. Now, I will set things up for everybody, and I will be checking out my phone here. You can see there's some people here, some tokens that will represent the characters that eventually will actually be on a ship, not just floating in
Can I be the one in the background?
Yeah, you can be this alien. You want to be that?
Yeah. Can I just play the alien?
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Ooh, an asymmetrical tabletop game.
Also, apologize if you see this my cursor floating around people's heads, but I'll try to avoid that. All right, so boom. Look at this. You're on a map.
Ooh.
I know. Look how fancy this is. Very, very fancy. Well, you're here. You're on this ship. If we need to figure out where you are exactly specifically, we'll get
Just
into
hanging
it.
out in the hall.
So,
Oh, I love being inside of the foundation of the ship. My favorite spot.
Yeah, it's a great
the
place.
vents.
It's a great place to be. There is the outer level. Maybe you're outside.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It's a little baseball.
Guys, you are space truckers on the star freighter USCSS Montero. And you are running what is known as the Gauntlet. It's a trade route between Anchor Point Station and the Frontier, which is a heavily colonized area. Your ship's cargo hold is packed with dozens of tanks of the rare gas helium-3, which is used as an energy source. It's like a very efficient, clean energy source. So very valuable. Usually cargo such as these are towed in massive tanker modules that transport much higher concentrations of the gas at a safe distance from a freight hauler. The Montero is not rated as a commercial towing vehicle, however. And this small run is a special order for a Wayland-Yutani corporate account on Sutter's World, which is another location. It's a newly established frontier colony. While the trip so far has been fairly routine, the Montero's sensors developed a glitch before you left Anchor Point, and sporadically pinged contact with a sensor reflection before you activated the displacement drive and went FTL. Do y'all get that? Y'all get that? Great. Your cargo run so far has been without incident. Now you are just awakening from hypersleep, ready to deliver your goods to the colony of Sutter's world. And I will also, out of character for people, one other thing I'll mention about the state of the lore right now is that if you're familiar with Alien 3, one of the prisoners in that movie wrote a book about the experiences there. But as of now, that book is not necessarily taken as fact. The existence of aliens or anything like that is just rumors.
All right.
So none of you are like, I'm going to kill some aliens today. That's not going to be a thing. You don't know exactly what's happening. So as I said, you awaken from hypersleep. So you're getting out of some cool hypersleep pods.
There we go.
Yeah, you can stretch yourselves up. And there are 3 of you, actually 5 of you. 3 of you and 2 other crew members, which I will be controlling for now. And you are actually dehydrated because that's just one of the side
Not
effects
for long.
of coming out of cryosleep. So you're probably all gonna come together in the mess hall. I don't really call it a mess hall, but there's gonna be a place where you can hang out and eat together and catch yourselves up. In fact, not all of you necessarily know each other. So now why don't you go ahead and introduce your characters and talk about your thoughts and feelings, if you'd like. Any order you desire.
Well, I guess I'll be at the mess hall. I'm fidgeting, messing around with a pen I found laying around there, or some item.
That's a tiny item. You can hold that.
Sure. Are we already all in there?
Yeah, I think unless some of you have a good reason not to be. I think.
Well, I see. I'm like, Miller, how's it going, buddy? Like, oh my God.
Oh wait, am I Miller?
Yes, you are. I believe you're controlling Miller.
Okay, I was like, which character is Miller? Hey, what's up, buddy?
Like, oh my God, where the hell can I get a drink around here?
Oh man, you and me both, brother. Good thing we got some sweet hydration packets. Yeah, how about that space out there?
Oh my God, it's so boring. Can't we be at least in an asteroid field or something?
Yeah, that would be cool. Well, I mean, fortunately, we're clear now, right? We woke up, so we're actually going to be landing soon, and we can, get paid.
Yeah, I guess, but that usually means also it's still boring. It's not like we woke up in an emergency or something cool. But I gotta say, I love this table. It's nice and big enough for, I don't know, someone might be able to lay on their back on it. Just, really great size.
Yeah, that would be good. I would love to see that personally. Maybe I'll do it myself. You know anyone else around here? You know any of these other lowlifes?
I'm not sure.
I'll come walking in.
Oh.
Yep. So I come walking in. I skirt past Miller and don't even give as much as a glance. And I go straight for the hydration packets. I don't even say hi. I just kind of sit down, start sipping on my packet.
Oh, I imagine that you were skittering in already. You're already not
Oh.
Don't use the term skittering. That's worrying around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I mean, giving Miller the cold shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a fine howdy do to you too, I guess.
I don't get paid enough to be here.
Pretty rude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Miller doesn't seem to care too much about you.
Just stay out of my way.
Okay. Wow. All right. That's fine, I guess. Miller's just this is just something that he's got to deal with. Miller, of course, is your captain, and he knows that some of you are maybe a little insubordinate, but it's a routine mission. There's not that much going on here. It'll be over soon. Wink, wink. So
Not
so
with the way
everything-
we play.
should be fine. How about anyone else? Anyone else coming up? Maybe Cham.
Okay, yeah. Cham's gonna swagger on in, kind of blinking his eyes blearily. Looks like he's still half asleep. Hey, everybody. Oh, another great day. Any day you're breathing oxygen's a good day in my book. Let me get in on some of those hydration packets.
I fling on one.
Hey,
That's nice.
thanks,
That's nice.
Rye.
You
I
want to
look
make
up
a
from my
mobility
packet
roll?
and give him a approving nod.
All right, cool. All right, so everyone's gathered together. You also see, of course, so you got Rye, you got Sham. Who am I?
We're missing your control.
Yeah.
If I call correctly, you're controlling one more person who happens to be a rival with Miller.
Yes.
If I remember reading the thing. So have fun hating on yourself.
Yeah, Wilson is also there. Wilson's coming in too, and yeah, he's another one who, maybe Miller's not the most popular captain, but it's especially difficult because, of course, Wilson is here evaluating the ship and the crew and its performance. So he's come here on behalf of Wayland Yutani, who, of course, they're a reputable company.
Anything that's gone wrong are just rumors. Nothing
Yes.
bad that they've ever done.
They're also, they're essentially a superpower of the planet Earth at this point, as well as whatever space Earth and its associates venture out into. So it's hard to argue with them. I mean, they're kind of paying for all this stuff. So there's some uneasy alliances right now on this ship, but again, you're getting towards the end of it. You're making it through, so that's okay. You're all drinking. You're fully hydrated now. Miller asks, "Hey, anybody have any? What's your? You got any readings on the ship? What our progress is, and how's the cargo doing? Is that all safe? Anyone been checking on that, doing their jobs and such?"
We all just got up, man.
Yeah, well, are you finished drinking water?
I'll go check on the cargo.
Okay, great, good. You go do that.
I hop up and I'm like, I'll go check the bridge out. See if I can maybe make this flight a little bit more interesting.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know that should be your first priority. Like making sure things are in working order would probably be mine.
I'll go follow after Rye. Second set of eyes on the cargo.
Okay, great, cool. Good thinking. All right, so you head over to the cargo, and Miller's staying on the bridge. Wilson maybe will accompany. Sorry, Miller's staying where you guys were eating. Wilson will accompany you to the bridge. Leia?
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna accompany you, take a look, make sure you're headed to the right place. So let's see. That's Wilson. Can I actually recognize who is who here? I want to say that's Miller. You're probably in the galley.
Nope.
Nope, that's Cham.
Oh, that's Cham.
Yep.
All
Remember,
right.
I look like Clementine.
All right. Oh, that's right.
All right, you got a 50-50 shot, Jonathan.
That's Miller right there.
You're right. That is Miller.
Great. Okay.
I went to the bridge.
Oh yeah, that's not you. This is you. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Great. We all made it. Yeah, the car, as we said, we established this thing wasn't really built to hold all this cargo. It's just kind of hanging out in this back zone over here, and it's rows and rows of tanks of helium. They're pretty. They can be volatile, and you have to be careful around them. If something went wrong, explodies could happen. So, but it doesn't look like anything did. Right now, it looks like everything is safe in there. So I don't know if you want to do any closer examinations of anything in particular, or you can just report back that everything looks okay.
I would like to use my Comtech skill to. Is there like a terminal that's monitoring the status of all these tanks?
Sure. Yes.
Yes, I would like to look at the. I would try to look at that.
Go for it. So
Okay.
you will make a Comtech roll
Okay, so
for that skill.
my wits is 4 plus 3 for my skill. No success. Oh, one success.
All right, one success. So you log into the system, you check all the vitals and everything of it all. Yep, it all seems the levels are normal, levels are intact. There's every once in a while there's kind of a glitch coming in on the screen, like maybe something is off with the monitoring system in general of the ship. It doesn't seem to be affecting the cargo, but some pages are kind of flickering or things aren't coming in clearly. Some things are garbled a little bit.
Hunk of junk, and I kind of tap the screen a little bit.
Oh man, a lot of pent up aggression in this character.
Cham, you seeing this? You seeing what they have us working on this time?
Oh, everything all right with the system, right? I always trust you for the technical stuff a little more.
Oh, well, it's glitching out on me. Can you just look at the containers, make sure they're all lined up properly?
Oh yeah, I'll give him a little physical pat down.
Oh, thank you.
I go and inspect the containers.
Hoser 40K in the chat said, "Good thinking. It's always best to split the party."
Yeah.
Nothing bad will happen.
Oh
No,
yeah,
that's gonna be just fine. Yeah. So all right, do you want to do an observation roll to take a look at the
Sure thing.
physical containers?
So observation. Let's see here. I've got a 2 in wits and a 1 in observation, so 3.
Not the best score, but it's okay.
I got a 6.
Oh well, that's all you need. Yeah, you don't find anything unusual. It confirms your what you saw at a glance. It doesn't look like anything's been tampered with. It seems like in terms of the physical components of this ship, everything's totally fine.
What about the spiritual components?
Well, that's up for debate. We will swap over to Wilson and Leah. What's your last name, Leah?
Davis.
Davis and Wilson. A lot of names jumping around in my head right now. And you guys are checking out the bridge. You're taking a look forward. What's your actions right now?
Well,
What's your mood? What's your vibe?
I'm going to hop into the pilot seat, and definitely it's more of a fun, energetic hop because, I'm that kind of person who just likes to add a little bit more flair to things. You can't keep it boring. And I'm going to see how's the piloting the whole pilot system going. I guess would that be piloting, or would that be a comm tech as well?
I think it depends. If you're strictly trying to like fly the ship.
I'm not flying it, I guess, because it's still on the autopilot. And I know as much as I'd love to, I get in a little bit of trouble if I did some barrel rolls right now.
Yeah, I mean it's on a set course for sure. Are you trying to just like see how everything's running, or?
Yeah, I want to see like what the path is in. Is there anything else like outside? Just the general system maintenance that I'm supposed to be doing. I try to do my job usually.
I had to make a comtext roll, but I'll give you a +1 since you are the pilot and you are familiar with the system.
So that will be 3 for my wit and the +1 because I have nothing else in comtech.
Oh, there you
go. Ooh, that would be a failure.
Oh, so no successes.
So I look at the screen, but I'm just like, this is too boring. I'm sure it's fine. Too boring, and I just like mess around in the chair,
All right, Wilson's like, do you need my help with anything? Do you we should make sure everything's going the way it's supposed to go?
Oh, come on, it's fine. Do you see any blinking red warning lights? I mean, I wish there were, but they're not. I mean, everything's cool. There's absolutely nothing wrong, and that will go wrong now.
Ping, ping, ping. Just as you say that, a little blip comes on, and you hear the voice of Mother, the onboard computer / AI, come to life.
What's Mother's voice gonna be?
So everybody can hear this throughout the ship, and it says, "Warning, warning, approaching ship detected. Please observe monitors."
Ooh, hello. All right, the chairs are pretty bolted in Alien. I was about to say I roll over sideways
Yeah, it's not. You don't want to have swiveled chairs in space. That could be dangerous.
They do in Star Trek.
Huh. Oh yeah. Well, there's still
Doesn't the captain's chair swivel?
that. Oh yeah, I guess swivel. Yeah, you don't want wheels on them. That's
Yeah, no, you want them at least attached to the ship.
I mean, swivels seem dangerous too, but that's Kirk plays by his own rules.
I tried to get him through, but Wayland wouldn't approve. I think it'd be so much fun.
No, that's a crossover I'd like to see.
There surely has been a Star Trek alien crossover comic. There must have been.
So,
DC did it.
anyone want to react to this? I mean,
Well, I'm already sitting in, so I'm like, I want to see the visuals on this thing.
all right. So, go. You look out the window, and you don't see anything. You don't see a ship. You don't see anything. It just looks like the depths of space, as far as you can tell.
I'm sorry. What was the name of the person with me again? He's the one name I forgot.
That's Wilson.
Wilson, thank you.
He's half of your name. He's the only one I do remember. Yeah.
Wilson, is it just me or is there nothing out there?
Yeah. I don't see anything either. Maybe there's something on. Maybe these glitches that are popping up. Maybe we want to run a diagnostic on the ship. Maybe when we get back to base, we'll have Mother looked at. Sounds pretty good.
Wait, how much? Because I don't know what the view of this ship is. I like Alien, but I don't know it enough to be able to tell you every single fact of any kind of ship in the world.
I will say, this is a ship not too dissimilar from the Nostromo in the original Alien movie. If you're thinking of a visual,
Right.
a little more advanced than that ship.
But I don't think they had a 360 or 180, for the lack of a better term, view of around the ship. So
No,
can I check if there's any radar system up here?
Yeah. I mean, there are sensors that you can try to diagnose.
I want to see where they think the ship is coming from, or Mother thinks the ship is coming from.
Okay.
So
you want to make a Comtech roll?
All right, I will make another Comtech roll. I did get a 6 this time.
Okay, you from what you can tell, it looks like it was just a malfunction. There was no ship.
Boo! I want to do evasive maneuvers.
Wilson,
I say that out loud. That's not.
Yeah. Wilson says, "Oh, I guess maybe we should tell the captain and make sure everybody knows there's nothing going on here."
Yeah, I'll go tell Miller. I know how much you love to be with Miller.
Yeah. I'll sit in the pilot's chair and I don't have to do anything, right? I basically just on cruise control.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, great.
Are there any monitors in our room?
You could get to some.
Oh, and if it wasn't obvious, I now am heading towards, I assume, where I last saw Miller.
Yeah, Miller's still in the galley.
So whenever you want me to move.
Oh, right. I'm controlling you. Yeah, you can go ahead. In fact, I'll...
See that alert, right?
Cham, should we head back or should we try to look at the monitor ourselves?
Yeah, we could check it out. I'm sure it's nothing. But I'm kind of curious what another ship would be doing out here. Hope they're okay, whoever's on board it.
Well, let's see. Maybe they got some stuff we can sell. All right.
Yeah, they're not using it.
All right, so you want to make one of you make a Comtech roll, whichever one you think will have a better shot at it?
Should probably be right. I'll let you handle this.
Thank you. And I got 1 success again.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to give you boring news, but you don't find anything different than Leah did. It looks Davis, I should say.
I'm gonna press it.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna press it to see
Oh,
if
you're
an
gonna
extra
push.
success will. Yeah, I'm gonna push.
Okay.
To see if an extra success will give me more info.
That is true, and I will figure out exactly because if you get us another success, so you can re-roll any non-6, and you get 1 stress point,
Mm-hmm.
and you are also going to now roll an extra stress die.
Okay.
to give you an extra chance of success, but also the chance to maybe panic.
Adding in the black stress die here.
All right.
All right, I got 2 more successes, and my
Ooh.
stress die was not a 1.
Oh, okay, good, perfect. All right, now let me just find exactly, because since you got extra successes, that means you have the opportunity to perform stunts, which will give you some extra special things. If anyone is familiar with the, I believe they call it the Year Zero system. We played with it last week in Mutant Year Zero, and Tales from the Loop uses it again. They call it feats in Mutants. I forget what they call it, and maybe they also call it feats in.
I think they're still called. I thought they were still called. I don't know. Everything blends together at
I
this
thought
point.
you said they were called feats when we played it.
I probably did, and I'm just. I need this stuff in front of me.
Okay, well, they're called stunts in this game. So you basically get extra things that you can do. I apologize that I unfortunately don't have a physical version of the book, so I'm trying to scroll through my phone to find
Okay.
so I can see exactly what the options are, because each action has its own specific stunts that are available to you.
Okay, I'm going to Comtech then. In the rulebook, so I can help you.
Nice computing there, right?
Oh yeah, if you can find it, that'd be good too.
Hmm.
But I'm coming. Okay, here we go. So here are your choices. If you can use, and you can use different options for different, since you got 2 extra successes. You could get a +1 die for a later Comtech check. If you need to check monitors again, you could say you don't have to even roll for it, that you just know what you're doing. You could do it quickly, but in this case you're not in combat or anything, so it's probably not as important. You could get new or unexpected information, up to in my discretion. You could also just show off if you wanted to.
So I'm gonna get new information and show off.
All right, how are you going to show off?
Cham, get a load of this, and I type without even looking at the board.
Oh,
I'm typing like 1,000,000 words a minute. And I'm going,
it's like one of those hacker scenes in like.
yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I'm done, I'm in.
What is it in Jurassic Park? Is a Unix system or whatever she says?
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, so
That's great hacking.
you're more suspicious. You're like something's going on. Like you saw all these glitches. You're not satisfied with the answer that this is just a malfunction. And you start digging around deeper into the source code of things, and you discover that maybe this is a malfunction, but it goes deeper than you first thought. Because not only is there no ship detected in your immediate area, there's also no colonies detected in your immediate area. Where you should be on the map, where you should have been when awoken from cryosleep, you are not there. It doesn't look like you're anywhere close to the colony that you're supposed to be meeting, Sutter's Point. You are in what looks like to be just deep space.
Huh. Get a load of this, Cham. Look where we are.
Well, yeah, that can't be right.
And this is both of you are gonna get a stress point from learning this information.
Oh man,
It's freaking you out a little bit.
Oh, where am I supposed?
I'll put that on
Sutter's
my.
Point isn't anywhere near here. I just want to get paid.
Oh, man, well, at least I'm with my good friends.
So at this point, you hear an announcement over the speaker from the captain, and he's instructing everyone to report back to the galley for to talk about what just happened and what's going on. He may not have all the information yet. I think right now you guys are the only ones who know about what you just found. But so does everyone head back to the center?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Way ahead of you.
Yeah. You're good boys and girls. You obey the captain.
For now.
All right. So
for now.
the captain's here. He's like, "All right, what's the report, fellas? What's this ping that we heard? What's going on out there?"
Well,
Can I speak or only fellas?
Fellas and or fellettes. You may speak
go
your
ahead.
mind.
Go ahead, Davis. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Well, I mean, we looked around the bridge. We didn't see any ship, and when we checked the radar, there wasn't anything there. That
Interesting, curious, suspicious. What do you mean there wasn't anything there? Like
I
you
didn't see any. We didn't see any ship. I don't know. It's either there's a really awesome ship that has some kind of stealth drive tech that I don't know about, or our radar is just malfunctioning.
All right, how's the cargo looking?
Well, cargo's good. Me and Cham checked it out, but we have bigger problems than
Cham
that.
and I.
That's what you said.
Continue,
Look,
please.
English wasn't my first language, okay?
Well, I'm trying to be helpful. Continue, please.
Well, well, this is why I don't like you. Anyway,
This is the sole reason. It's
yeah.
Yeah, the grammar.
Oh wait, are we supposed to be in character? No, I'm kidding. No, so well, it looks like our navigation's off too. We're in the middle of nowhere.
Run that by me again.
Well, we're not anywhere near Stutter's Point.
She did the real fancy stuff with the computer back there. I saw.
Well, that is alarming. Where are we then?
Black, nothing.
Deep space.
Huh. Well, I guess we're gonna have to. Clearly, there's deeper malfunctions than we realized. We're gonna have to figure something out. I'm gonna have to go talk to Mother, I guess, and have some things sorted out. In the meantime, I don't know what's going on. As long as we're all gathered together right now, we've got some equipment here that we should probably divvy out to everybody. So, I want everybody to be prepared just in case of an emergency. So I'm going to read some things out, and you can raise your hands if you decide that you want it. we can argue about who gets what. Sound good?
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
All right. So all right, we've got 5 compression suits, one for each of us. So that should be fine. If anyone needs to, maybe someone wants to go out and try to look at the exterior of the ship, take one of those bad boys, and we can check out the surface of it and maybe fix some kind of a malfunction that way. We have got one motion tracker. That's an M314 model, of course. Anyone want to take this motion tracker? Great, I'll keep it.
okay.
No, what's that? You want a motion tracker?
No. Yeah, you'll have it. It's just all I know is I'd look at it and just let me down. I'm gonna keep looking at it. No motion. It's just gonna be the 5 of us. It's gonna be so boring.
All right, you know what? Wilson, take the motion tracker because I'm too important to look at that. We've got a cutting torch.
Ooh, I'll take one of those. I know how to operate machinery.
All right, great. Maybe you can try to fix something with that. We've got one Watatsumi bolt gun. It's a gun.
I like guns. I'll take gun. I'm totally the most responsible person on here that should have it.
Okay, well, you can have that one. Kayla, Rye, why don't you take this service pistol?
Sure.
It's a little sturdier. Now that bolt gun's got 4 shots in it. The service pistol has 1 reload. So you mark that down if we need to use it.
Okay.
You'll figure out how that works.
Thank you.
Now we've also got a harpoon grappling gun, as well as an incinerator and a power loader.
Well, these are all standard?
Well, yeah, I mean, all the ships come with this stuff just in case, I think.
I look at Wilson.
Yeah,
because
Wilson's nodding his head. He's like, yes, of course, very much, yes, of course, all standard stuff. You guys are doing great. Good job, cadets. I don't know
are
if
we
you're cadets.
I feel like we're more like
Well, it's a figure of speech.
Papa used to manufacture power loaders.
It's semantics. All right, so you can keep track of that stuff. And do you guys have personal effects too? Don't you have personal items?
I do.
They don't have to be public. I'm just curious. I don't know if they're
Yeah, I think everyone started with a signature item.
okay. So Miller's heading off to go chat with Mother and try to see if he can figure out what's going on. What do the rest of you want to do in the meantime? Maybe you want to just
I'm like looking at the gun, and like, just being pretending like something actually is gonna go on.
Davis, you gonna get us home?
Sorry, what?
Are you gonna get us home or no?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Well, right now we're
pilot, right?
Yeah, but I'm only here when we're in the close. Since we're in deep space, there's nothing of interest, and probably I can't even do anything until we find out which direction we need to go. I mean, I'd love to if you want me to take the wheel.
Well,
how do you feel about being upside down?
Maybe we should try to figure out where we are exactly.
Maybe we'll get paid overtime for this.
That's funny. Overtime.
Man could dream.
I assume you're also eating food and stuff too. You've got plenty of food supply. You're probably a little hungry, and now that your stomachs have readjusted.
Lyron Cham is always hungry.
Yeah, I've heard that about you. So again, Wilson's keeping an eye on things. You hang out for a while. Nothing too exciting is going on, much to the chagrin of the pilot, Davis.
Yes, I am very bored.
He's ready for action. Sorry. Eventually, Miller returns, and he says, all right, well, I spoke with Mother. By the way, in the Alien RPG terminology, I am the GM, which stands for Game Mother. Just so
I love it.
Clever.
Anyway, Miller returns and says, well, there was a weird hiccup. I don't know, this shouldn't have happened, but I guess there's something in Mother's system. They have like a protocol that they have to divert. The ship's plans were diverted because we apparently received a distress beacon from an unknown vessel.
Now you're talking.
Just slightly off course, out of range of our current position. And Mother wants us to go and investigate and see what the story is over there.
Do we know anything about the ship?
Well, we may have to get a little bit closer. Maybe check in with on our systems, try and do check our sensors, see what they can pick up.
Well, no offense, sir, but when we signed up for this mission, it was just cargo haul. We didn't sign up for any rescue mission.
Okay, well, did you sign up to get paid?
Yes. So I'm expecting a little extra for the extra work we're doing.
You can go along and do what you're told, or you can expect $0.
Oh, come on, Ryan. This is going to be fun and interesting. We're actually doing something, not just waiting for autopilot to do its job.
Come on, Ryan. There could be people out there who need our help.
I gave you a pistol. You should.
Fine.
Doesn't that make you happy?
We need to get this cargo home. That's all I'm saying.
We will. I'm sure this is just a little thing we're gonna have to check out. It's probably just somebody ran out of gas or something and they need help. I don't know.
All right.
I've heard these crazy rumors, man. This could be so cool. All this weird stuff I heard about abandoned ships. It could be haunted. Oh man, how cool would that be? Space ghosts.
Huh.
If they're not of the coast to coast variety, I'm not too into
it. Yeah, there's no coasts here. There's just ghosts. There's just space and ghosts.
Cham grips his rosary as soon as he mentioned ghosts.
Oh man, Cham has a rosary?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. Wilson is like, there's no such thing as, there's no space hauntings. You sound like a delusional fool.
But what if there was? How cool would that be?
My Gram said there was space hauntings.
Really?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay.
She's a little batty though. I don't know if I trust her, but she was my Gram. You gotta respect her.
Your Gram's a nice lady.
Yeah. How old are you?
I am. Oh, I always forget when my birthday is.
Yeah, I understand.
Gotta check this
Look,
handy
we,
sheet
we,
I
we
have.
still just woke up. We're a little foggy.
I'm 32 years old.
Okay, all right. So, maybe your grandma's in good shape. I don't know. Apparently, the memory capacity in your genes isn't the best. I don't know if I take the word of your grandma on space hauntings, but nonetheless. All right, does anyone want to go, actually do their job now and check on readings of and try to get us towards that ship?
Oh, I have a pet too, Mark.
Do you have a pet?
Oh,
My own little face hugger.
son of a. How bad the cats.
Yeah, no,
It could be
I
Jonesy.
definitely run to the bridge because I know not only could there be something cool and interesting, this is something autopilot can't do. It requires some human touch to dock well with the ship.
That
With another
is
ship.
correct. So the pilot's heading over to the bridge. All right. So why don't you, you can first make a piloting check.
Oh, I'm going straight into a piloting check. All right. So
I
that
assume. Well, I guess it's up to you. Do you want to try to get a reading on the ship first, or do you want to move in closer?
well, yeah, I'd like to know where it is because last time I looked, there was nothing there.
Mother has input coordinates for you and showed you
Ah.
the source of the distress beacon.
Is it close enough that we don't have to do any kind of fast and light jump? It's like within reasonable.
Yeah, it's like literally like just on the periphery of where you were. Like,
Great, then I'm totally going to fly to it. So that's 8 dice. Because if there's one thing I can do, well, one thing we'd hope I could do as the pilot, it would be piloting.
yeah, that's a plus.
All right. I mean, I got a pass. No, I got one. And
Okay,
But-
all right. So you successfully,
whoa. That the one is boring. I don't want to just fly in.
you want to
Press
push.
your luck. Press your luck.
I'm gonna press my luck.
All right, give yourself
my
a stress
character.
point and add a stress die to the roll, along with you keep that starting 6.
Yeah. I did not get any more. The stress die was not a 1, but nothing else was a 6. And
Okay.
I can press again, but I'm not. She got a little excited, but that's it.
That's your special ability, right?
I have the ability to double press on any agility related test, but
Got it.
I don't think that she has that much of adrenaline rushing through her that she needs to pass this that much.
So, I mean, you tried to do a bunch of fancy stuff, but the gear is rusty. Hasn't been in much use lately, so you make your way over in a leisurely fashion to get closer. And indeed, you can see what looks like a big old ship now in front of you guys, floating out there, and doesn't look like you don't see any signs of light coming from it or any kind of power. There's nobody on the outside working on it or anything like that. But you'll have to, you'd have to check with Mother or do a sensor reading to get further details within if anyone wants to try to do that.
Can I do an observation? Because I assume I can now see it pretty well.
Sure.
To see if I recognize markings, model, that kind of stuff.
You can do that, yeah.
Great. So that would be 5 dice plus 1 stress die, correct?
That's correct. You will always have that stress die now unless you can, like take a minute.
I
rest-
cannot.
If you rest somewhere, you can. Oh, you.
I can only use a specific kind of thing to remove stress.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, right.
All right. I did get a success, and I did not get a 1 on the stress.
Okay. It looks like it is a Heliades class spacecraft. You recognize it as such, and it's not. You don't know specifics. You don't recognize like by name or anything. But it's not the type of ship that you see very often these days. This is something from years and years back.
All right. I assume I can hit some comms in the bridge.
Yeah, you want to make an announcement?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Hey guys, this is looking like a really old ship. Like I told you, space ghosts. But I don't see any lights or stuff going on. Captain, you want me to try and see if I can dock with it?
Yeah. Miller comes back in and he's like, yeah, go
I assume
ahead.
there's an intercom he can just. So should I do another piloting check then?
I meant comes in like come in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and make another piloting check.
All right. Yes. Oh, nope. I forgot my stress die. I am, by the way, using all the dice from Mutant Year Zero.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient.
Well, they also have special symbols on 1s and 6s, so I know when I really am in trouble.
I should use my. I have the Tales from the Loop ones here.
Ooh. I did not get the 1 on the stress die, but I got no 6s, so I'm gonna push. So there's another stress. You know, it's an old ship. I don't really know it that well. Trying to line it up, things can be annoying. So I'd roll everything, right, Jonathan? Then
you would re-roll everything. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and the new stress die.
Right.
I'm gonna push again because I can with my ability.
Wow.
Everything.
Oh wow!
I don't care. This is fun. Nothing can go wrong here. I really want this because
We just ram into the other ship. Game over.
What happens if I get a 6 on the stress die?
Nothing. Oh no, it counts as a success. Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I have 2 successes.
Stress dice can help you. Okay.
See?
Yeah. How much stress do you have now?
3.
Okay. That's okay. I'm sure everything will be fine. Okay, so you definitely are successful at docking with the ship.
Like at a stunt?
Like you said, you're rusty, but after a few tries, you get back in the swing of things, and it all starts to make sense. And indeed, you have an extra one. You can spend that for a stunt. You can get a +1 to a later piloting roll, or you can show off. Those are your options.
I mean, I
know
have
your
enough
character
dice.
wants to
I'm
do.
going to show off. I stressed because I could have docked with it. Like, it's a little old, so it's a little hard. But the reason I was really stressed is because I was like, I can't just dock with it. This has to be like a beautiful, like a glove, perfect parking into it. So
Right. Okay. So you have done so, and now that you are, actually docked with it, Mother could probably get a better reading of it. You could also attempt to hail the ship, communicate with them before you even leave. It's up to you guys how you want to handle the rest of this, what you want to do, or up to the captain really. But
I guess now that I'm still in. Once again, I'll hit the bridge icon. Maybe someone should come up and join me in the bridge, but I'm gonna be like, that's one awesome docking done. You want me to try and see if I can hail him now that we're connected, and see if that will be enough to talk to him, or does anyone?
Let me see if there's anybody even on there. I'll head to the bridge and I'll try to run the scanner.
Perfect.
All right.
Go ahead and you can head to the bridge, and you will make your Comtex roll.
Well, when Ryan
I've
comes in the bridge, I was like, was that a docking or was that a docking?
Just roll my eyes and go to the computer. I've seen this too many times before. All right, no successes, but no fails. I'm going to try one more time.
Oh, you're going to push?
Yep, I'm going to push. Stress 3.
Trevor Morton in the chat asked where they can find this. I mean, you can go to search for Free League Publishing or Alien RPG. You can get the PDF online. You can order the book. Check it out.
I rolled 3 2s on my successes, so that was close. I know how dice work, and it's not. But yeah, I got one success.
Okay, well, you did get one success.
Yeah, I was
All right.
very close to panicking. Is all I'm saying.
Whew, could have freaked you out.
Mm.
So you run the diagnostics and you're checking everything out. The engines on this ship appear to be dead.
Mm.
It looks like it's been kind of just floating along on inertia for a while now. At a speed of 0.04 light speed, in case you wanted specifics.
I do. Thank you.
But because all the power is off, it doesn't seem like anything's running on there. It's hard to get too much more information than that. There are some. It does appear that there are some signs of life aboard the ship, though.
Well, looks like it's their lucky day that we came along. Some signs of life, but not any power.
Mother comes over the loudspeaker now. Sometimes she likes to chime in. And she actually has some more information for you. And she tells you that she's got real advanced stuff that only the AI on the ship has access to, and is able to run some more complex diagnostics and learn some things, and says that you guys got to go in there. You got to check this out. This is a salvage operation that company rules mandate that if you find a ship of this type, you got to go in there and see what you can recover from it, because this is like an ancient historical research ship.
By the way, Jonathan, just a small interrupt. I wanted to double check on what you said. They have the alien stuff on Free League's site, but if you buy from them, just to make sure, because I didn't see it in the actual rule books, you get a PDF with your purchase. So if you don't see the PDF in their store options, don't worry. You can still get that in case you want to make sure you can play this as soon as possible to everyone watching.
Cool. All right. Good update. So you have 3 priorities now. Recover any data that you can from this ship. Escort the ship itself to a nearby facility, wherever you can get to. And if there's anyone alive on it, recover them too. That's
all right.
It's in that order.
So, Jonathan.
This ship, by the way, also just so you know, it is called the Cronus.
I'm going to ask the dreaded question we always have in D&D.
Yes. How do you grapple?
No, not that one. But like, if I want to see if I can recall information on, like, not just this old ship, but I want to know if, like, can we even pull it? Like, do you think it's possible with the load we have? What kind of roll would I do, or are you just going to tell us that that we can?
Huh. Interesting question. So you're just figuring out, trying to know if you have knowledge of.
Right. Like, what do we need to do? Because we already got a pretty full load. I'm wondering, can we tow a ship?
Tow the entire ship.
Oh yeah,
because
you're. I think that you know that. Yes, you. Well, I should say no. You cannot tow it. The goal would be probably to restore power to it and escort it.
So in other words, we need to split our crew.
At some, or you could, if there's
so
crew,
to speak.
If there's crew on that ship, yes.
Right.
You don't know what you'll find, but who knows? Probably nothing. But yeah, that's what I would say for that. So
you guys share all this information with the rest of the crew?
Well, what Mother just said was over the speakers.
Oh,
so everybody heard that much.
Wait, so I'm gonna say, and this is me in character. I'm sorry. What was the order of requirements again?
Recover data, escort the ship, save living crew members.
So save is third.
You have your orders.
Is there an order in pay?
Yeah.
Look,
all three get paid.
Okay.
Well, I think if we bring back a big ship, that's gonna be a pay bonus.
Yeah, well, let's do it.
Yeah, Mother doesn't discuss pay bonuses, but all right. So I will also show you because Mother supplies you with the plans for the Chronos. So you can see this is what's going on. So Miller says that he's going to stay on board the ship, and he'll keep an eye on the Montero, and everyone else should head over onto this ship and figure out what's going on.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Chronos. That's an interesting name for a ship. I bet there's a bunch of valuable stuff on there.
Cham, think we're gonna get any good hauls here?
I've got a real good feeling about this.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Just because my screen resolution isn't working, could you just quickly go over what each, or are we allowed to know what each of those rooms say?
Yeah, here I'll just see if I can without moving things incorrectly. I'll try to
Stream's a little
make it
blurry.
even bigger for you.
Ooh.
Does that help?
Yeah, actually, it's I think station air shaft, cryos,
Cryo chambers for the crew.
junction, shower.
And there's a few other you even have if we need them. There's oh, of course that's
Is that Mother up at the top? Oh.
this is like a larger, like a more interior view. There's actually that's what I should probably switch to. There's different levels, you know. There's like the exterior. There's a garage underneath.
All right, so we have all these.
I'm gonna
maps.
stick to this one right here. Yes. So if you need access to a particular level or whatnot,
Where's the docking point?
you can get it there. That's a good question. Let me double check on that. Yeah, this is the main deck. So, well, you're all gonna, gonna want to probably put on your compression suits, but that's up to you.
I think I'll put it on.
I've seen Prometheus.
I'll put it
Sometimes they
on.
just don't do it.
We get a -2 agility though.
Ooh. Yeah, it might be worth it to not be able to breathe, get that to agility. I don't know.
Look, we don't know what's going on. We'll put on the suits. If we walk in there, there's air. We just take it off.
Yeah. Oh no, I was just joking. Of course, I'm putting on the suit.
I was just joking too.
I was not, for I know the truths of this universe. We are all ruled by the whimsy of dice.
You and your crazy conspiracy theories again.
Oh boy. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, so you put on your suits, you gear up, you have your, anything you're taking with you besides you have whatever you took before, your gear.
Yeah, I'm burning the cutting torch. You never know when I might need to cut through something, like a closed door that won't open or something.
Yeah, that could definitely come in handy for sure.
I need the bolt gun. I mean, I'm telling you, ghosts.
Yeah, exactly. Here, we'll switch back for the purposes of this. You're not off the Montero just yet. When you get into the connecting section between the two ships, you in fact do find that it looks like the airlock to board the Cronus is damaged. You're not sure how. It looks like it's been possibly there's burn marks on it. It's not exactly complying the way that you want to when you try to get through to open it up. It looks like it's maybe stuck shut somehow.
Stuck shut. Ooh. Do you want me to try and cut it open, guys?
I mean, I think we got it, right?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Okay.
I'll try and cut my way through.
Let's see. What would that be?
Would that be a heavy machinery roll? Or would I make it like an attack roll with a cutting torch? I think the cutting torch has actual weapon stats.
Yeah, that might be, I think, then what you would want to do. Let's find that torch.
I'm sorry. Where are we docking? Where is this on the map again? Where we'd be entering?
It's a great question. Well, this is the Montero.
Oh,
The Chronos is here. I think you're. Oh, if I keep moving the wrong things in the background that you can't actually see. Nope. I want this one. I need to move this over. All right, forget it. You're over on the right side, over where it says
Okay.
junction. You're gonna be coming in from that direction.
Okay.
oh, that right. I was looking at the ship's right, so down at the bottom.
There we go. Oh,
Stage right. I mean, all right.
Okay.
There's no stage.
yeah, you're gonna be coming into like this vestibule over here,
Okay.
up top.
Torch.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and oh yeah, I had that. Cutting torch. Where is my section for the cutting torch? This is
Think
a
it's,
close combat weapon. And
It's on page 88, I think.
see it. Oh, there it is. All right, great. So go ahead and make your roll.
All right. So use my weapon, my close combat weapon skill.
Exactly.
So 7d6.
Pretty good.
Oh, I also have to roll my stress die, don't I?
Yes, you do.
All right, I'm going to push that roll and add another stress die.
Oh boy, stress is piling up.
Okay.
Get some dice.
Meanwhile, I want to just test the comms, see if Miller can hear me.
I got a success now. I got one success, but I got a 1 on one of my my stress die.
Okay.
I'm cutting open this door.
All right. So, yeah, you're panicking a little bit, unfortunately. What that means is you're going to have to roll a d6 right now
Oh,
to make
boy.
a panic roll. Your stress is still pretty low. It's early in the game, so there shouldn't be a negative result.
I got a 3.
Okay, so you're okay. You know, the stuff is getting to you, but you steady yourself. You know, all your friends are with you. Your buddy Rye.
Come on, Cham. You can do this. And I pat you on the back.
I was just freaking out thinking about those space ghosts again.
Good thing they're not real. So
Oh,
Or are they?
They're not. Wilson says they're not. It's like definitely confirmed they're not. But
I feel like now it's like each question, is this real? You just look at Wilson. He confirms it is real or it is not real.
yeah, Wilson's the secret GM. Unfortunately, since you kind of freaked out a little bit, even though you got that success, it cancels out, and you were unable to break through the door with this cutting torch. You don't know if it's something like the door is just too welded shut too tightly, or whatever damaged it caused this. It's hard to say, but I don't know. Does anyone have any other ideas? Wilson wants to know. We could go get the power loader and have it like punch the door. I don't know. Just a suggestion. Maybe there's maybe we can hack into the door.
I was gonna say, is there a terminal around?
I'm here to figure out how you guys handle this under pressure.
yeah,
well, there's no power on that ship, right?
Figure out another way.
Is there a terminal around the door? Like
There
something
is
that
no power coming from the ship. There is a little terminal there, but it's not coming to life.
Give me a minute to think of what I can do.
Think about it.
Can I do?
Hoser 40K asks, he's assuming these game sessions are one shots. You can do campaign mode in this. We are doing this module that is in the starter kit that is a one and done. Might not be a one shot for us. Might be like a 3-shot. But yes, this is not this won't be an ongoing campaign.
I guess I'd do an observation to see if I can see if there, I don't know, from us, like this docking may be off, but if there's looks like another port or something nearby that we could space crawl to.
Go for it.
All right. So my observation is 5 plus my stress. All right. I have 2 6s, but I do have a 1 on a stress die.
Uh-oh. Well, once again, I'm afraid all that stress is getting to you.
So what do I do again?
You roll 1d6.
All right. It's a 2.
You got a 2, sorry?
Yeah.
And then you add your stress to it also. I don't know if that was you did that before.
Oh, so that would be 2 plus 3, so 5.
Okay, so you're still okay. Right now, that's still low enough. It's only once you start hitting 7 that you need to be concerned. You do spot like a ventilation shaft that or it's sort of like a grate on the side of the wall that maybe you could get through, but with nobody could fit on it, at least not without taking off their suits, which of course could be dangerous.
Because we are in actual space right now, right?
You're in like a, well, I don't know. It's up to you how you wanted to get in.
Well, how are we docked? I guess I pictured.
I assumed there was like a pair of hallways that connected.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. So that ventilation shaft. Do I see it within our hallway?
It's like you sort of got into the hallway that is attached to their ship, but it's only like a little entranceway up to this airlock. So it is part of their ship. It is part of the Cronus.
What are the oxygen levels that we're reading right now?
They are not great. The air seems to be pretty stale.
Stale or thin?
Both?
I mean, speaking of thin, maybe I could fit through there and hold my breath.
Are you a little guy?
Well, I'm a little gal.
Oh, you're a little gal, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I can try it, and then when I get on the other side, I could try to open the door.
I mean, that, as much as I'd love to do that, that makes more sense. I don't know what I could do on the other end. I'm good at flying things, and maybe I know some things about ship. But I don't think enough of the nitty gritty to find out what's happening on the other side of the door.
All right, so I will undoff my suit.
All right. So as long as your suit is like this, every so often you're going to have to make a roll for air.
Okay.
And it's possible that you can suffocate because, again, the air is definitely thin around here. And I think I'm going to want you to make a mobility roll.
Sounds good.
To see how you manage getting through this little duct here.
All right. 5 and 3 stress. Before I leave, I hand my suit to Cham and I said, "Bring this to me on the other side."
Oh, I'll be seeing you real soon.
I'm panicking, but I did roll 1 success.
Is this our third panic in a row?
Yes. Yep. All right, so I roll 1 die and I add my stress to it, right?
Yep, that is correct.
Okay, so I rolled a 3 and I have 3 stress, so that is a 6.
Okay, you're still under the threshold. You are okay.
So I was so close.
You steady yourself. Yeah.
Oh wait, I shouldn't do that.
Slow down, you breathe right.
Yeah, so that's a little bad. Make a stamina roll also.
Oh, my stamina is actually pretty good.
Okay, that's good.
All right, 2 and 3 die. I love games where you roll like a million die or dice.
yeah.
I guess is the plural. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. All right,
Dice Masters is the best for that, or Couriers.
2 successes and no fails.
Okay, so you're all right. You steady yourself, and your air's coming in okay right now. You managed to calm yourself down.
Oof.
You do make it through to the other side. It's a little rough though. It is kind of tight, and you kind of fall through the ceiling because you freaked out a little bit, and you take a point of damage.
Oh, oh no.
All right, so I'm at 3 health then.
But you are on the other side, and you can take a look at that airlock and see what you can
Yeah.
do with it.
Yeah, I'm looking. Is there any like active terminal in here? Is there anything going on?
Now the terminal is not active, but there is. It looks like there's a like a valve on this end that maybe is more conducive to opening.
Okay,
than on the
I'll
other
try
side.
it.
All right, it creaks. It's rough, but you manage to turn it, and you manage to open up and get the airlock door open manually. And there are your friends waiting for you.
Yeah. I sprint back to Cam and I go.
Nice.
Gave us a bit of a scare there, but I never doubted. Oh, the suit. Oh,
Yep.
I'm just sitting there making small talk.
Oh, that's better. I love you, buddy, but come on.
You know, my wits aren't my best stat.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to. All right, so I'm gonna walk ahead and like, all right, since Miller's on the other ship, I'm gonna take command here. I think I'm gonna go to the bridge. What?
Wilson interrupts. He's like, "Hold on."
Community.
I think this would probably fall to me as the highest ranking officer here right now to take command. Do you think that? Makes sense.
Boo.
I nudge Cham better Davis than Wilson or than Miller or Wilson.
Don't let him hear you saying that.
Wilson says, "I'm also the one. By the way, I have the motion tracker. So, I mean, I don't know if we should try using that first to figure out where we think people are, or you just want to start moving through the ship."
Well, I was thinking, according to the map we have,
Mhm.
that I would head to the bridge, start working there. And you guys maybe head to the living area or maybe some of the other floors to look for people. Maybe where Cryo is.
Or, I don't know, maybe get the power running.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's a real good idea.
All right.
So Wilson agrees with me?
Yeah, Wilson begrudgingly, he talks a big game, but he doesn't actually have too much going on. So, well, you make your way through. So you're in, of course you're walking through this area of the ship to get to where you want to go. I wish these were smaller. Oh wait, one of these people is not here.
The person, the farthest one up. Yeah, that one.
Miller's not here. It's you guys. Miller Light. In here, there are some spacesuits. You already have some, but other than that, they're older models for sure. But they're hanging there in storage. Not much else different. So, at what point are you splitting up? Where are you?
Damn it! I was about to do something that we can do in roll 20 with the pinging.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking that from what I can tell, unless I'm reading this map terribly wrong, we're coming in from where we are. There's a 4-way crossroads. And if we were to go to the right, there's like a little U section, and if you follow that U, it goes to the bridge. I feel like that's the point we'd split up. Do you know where I'm talking about, Jonathan?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it even bigger. So, oh right, because the bridge is up this way, of course. So around here. Oh, you can't see my cursor.
Oh yeah, you sort of centered it where I was planning to.
Oh yeah, right up from the stairwell,
Hmm.
in between the stairwell and the junction.
Yeah, like right around. Sure.
Oh wait, oh where the tokens are moving. I see. Yeah.
And I tell them, I'm like, all right, before we, just to make sure, let's just check comms. This is, it actually looks like I have comms right now. Everybody can hear me. Testing. 1 2 1 2. Miller, are you there? Miller Light.
Yeah, I'm
that's my
standing right
nickname.
next to you, but also yes, I hear
No,
it.
Miller's not there.
Oh, right.
Space Ghost.
Miller,
Sorry.
are you rolling any panic tests?
I'm standing next to you in spirit. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Don't worry, I'm back. I'm back here. I'm keeping an eye on things.
By the way, how's that tracker looking now? Is it reading us?
Yeah. Yep. I'm seeing you guys.
Oh, I meant the one Wilson had.
Oh, please specify who you're talking
I don't remember. Do Alien? I don't remember if Alien. I'm blanking if they can track movement on ships from another ship. I don't know if they do. They have that tech?
I don't know if that ever. Maybe it does come up, but no, I don't remember. I'm sure you can read life signs, but probably you can't tell like, oh, they're in this room or that room.
Right.
Unless, yeah, probably not, because probably the ship walls are like lined with lead or something.
I mean, we are dealing with futuristic, but also analog tech. So,
Right, retro future.
Is that actually a thing?
I think it might be. It just sounds so good. It should be.
It does.
It's like a Cowboy Bebop style, right? Where everything's like kind of.
Well, even more so. Like,
Well, like
because the problem is
it's
we're
like the
dealing with
past in Fallout games. They're very retro future.
Fallout.
There
Actually,
we
would
go.
probably
Like
be a
all the
better
bombs.
analysis.
That makes more
Yeah.
sense.
The Jetsons.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This is one of those. I feel like retro future comes not from like an art style. It's more of a movie that was made in the past, and they tried to make the future, and they didn't expect what technology would exist now.
Right.
So, all right, I'm like, all right, I'll keep you guys on. I'll let you know if there's anything interesting that happens in the bridge. Just let me know your positions too.
Okay. All right. So we will check out the bridge. Well, you will. I guess I don't know. Do you want Wilson to come with you or?
No, I got this. You
Oh,
guys.
okay.
After all, you have the tracker. Wilson definitely should be leading them. After all, you said you were the leader, so you should be the one to try to find other people.
All right. Fine. All right. So let's check out the bridge first with you.
All right.
All right.
So again, going throughout the ship.
Are they still with me or are they gone?
I don't know. It's up to you guys. I thought you were splitting up.
Yeah, well, if Wilson's telling us to go, I mean, he's the one.
You
in
guys head
charge
out.
right now.
I can take care of the bridge myself.
All right. So you're on the bridge. You guys will be going somewhere, and we will. We'll determine that in a minute. So the ship is, it's old, but there is very, very low light throughout it. It looks like there's like some very dim generators, but
Don't our helmets though have lights, right?
no.
Oh, they don't.
I don't believe that these are compression suits. They're not exactly like the state of the art, top of the line. It is dark in here, and that means any like observation checks and things like that are at a disadvantage. And again, also just the air is thin and stale. It's both
All
of those
right.
things.
I'm gonna try to interact with the bridge
All right,
computers. See if I can get it booted up.
All right. Well, so you check out the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
and basically there's a few different areas here, but I assume you're heading towards the pilot stations,
Yeah.
which is what where you would operate the ship and what you have familiarity with. There are in fact two separate stations. One of them has an axe embedded in the console.
Oh,
Station 2.
I'll wait till you finish.
Station 2 does not. It is axe free. However, neither of them have power running through to them. And Station 2 also appears to be non-functional.
All right. I want to go over the comms.
There's a cat attacking my foot right now. Okay.
Oh my God, Jonathan, you're going to be the first to die. Who knew it was the GM? What a twist. All right. So guys, there are 2 pilot stations models on this cruiser, and oh my God,
It's my turn now. I have one too. It's Jonesy. Okay.
Oh yeah.
and I'm gonna try to mess around with Station 2, see what I can get along, get it working and whatnot, if anything. But the other one might be a little out of my league. I didn't take a class on how to fix a terminal with an axe in it. There is an axe in the other terminal. You know, like chop chop.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
So I'm going to take that axe, by the way, out.
Okay.
So I want to carry that along with me.
Okay. Cool. That would be
So keep an eye out. Something weird may be going on. You may want to maybe be careful of any blips you find of people. Oh, is there any blood or anything around here that I see?
you take a look. You want to take a look around just the rest of the bridge,
Yeah.
and see
Yeah.
what you see.
Yeah.
You know, there's the command station, which is used to issue different functions throughout the ship. There's a holographic display table. That looks like it's been burnt, damaged. Looks pretty beat up. There's a sensor station, also looks damaged. There are life support monitors, no power is going to them. You don't see any blood though, or any other kind of physical matter.
Well, I'm a bit stressed right now, and I'm seeing that. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm starting to in the back of my mind think about ghosts being real instead of joking. I'm like, maybe there's an explosion and somehow the axe was around and it actually got blown into the monitor. Weirder things have happened. But
Sure.
what I want to do, and it's one of the reasons why I separated, I want to pull up the map and find where the med bay is, or that's what it's called, right? The med bay?
Yeah, uh-huh.
And I want to make my way towards the med bay.
Okay.
You can go back to the other people, I guess, if you want.
I see what's going on.
Okay, so it's the med lab, so that's over
Med
here.
lab,
You
sorry.
can see. That's okay. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, look, we moved.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoa. In fact, this person I can just hide. What's Miller? By Miller. The thing you can't see right on your guys' screens, but in OBS, the program, every layer, whether it's visible or not, it's on screen. So when I try to move one, like 5 different layers I have in the background are moving around instead. It's a lot of fun. So I'm gonna try to get this to hit the thing that I wanted to. All right, so yes, there's what a med lab is, and so I guess you'll figure out how you want to go there. Where are the rest of you headed?
I think Rye said that she wanted us to go to wherever we could turn the power back on.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, makes sense. So let's see, where would be the best place for you to try to do that? Because I think you would, roughly the ins and outs of a ship and what types of things there are going on, and where you could check out the power sources and things like that. No, I don't think that would be it. I think it's going to be on one of these other levels. Swap between. Again, I'm trying to move. I'm so sorry, guys. There we go.
Take your time.
There we go. Showers, wardrobe, mother, stairwell. No. Let's try this level. This level. There's the reactor. Go check that out.
That sounds like a place I would go.
I don't know. Maybe you might just have to do some exploring and some snooping to see if you can find the. There are the there's a cargo deck that has like maybe has some power related uh, fuel and stuff like that on there that might be useful.
Maybe if we go to cargo, we could also get an idea of what they were shipping.
That is part of your mission.
Yeah. Let's see what kind of valuables they got.
I bet something great.
I bet it's really good. That's Wilson talking. Wilson suggests again checking the motion sensor
Well, he has it, so can't he just do it?
just in case.
Yeah, what's it say?
Yeah, you know what? He is gonna just do it. He doesn't need your permission. So he's gonna make a roll. I get to roll some dice now. By the way, unless a specific circumstance comes up, NPCs generally don't gain stress or panic.
Oh man, they're really
Like
cool.
they still
cats.
can, but it's not like I'm not keeping track of their levels or anything. Okay. Two blips come up on the radar. I unfortunately don't have a
Method for blipping.
I don't have a blip method. This is going to be blip free. You're going to have to use your imagination.
Wait, can you put the blip on where? Can you use Miller? That's the blip.
I can use. I can import. I do have dead versions of your characters.
Oh, that might be useful.
Oh well, I have. Oh wait, I have some stuff. I mean, I have icons that will make you nervous.
I can't wait for you to put up like a predator icon, the alien from Resurrection. Yeah.
Here, how about a little?
Or even worse, just a poster of AVP Requiem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here. These little eyeballs will indicate where you saw some blips. And for the sake of this, I'm gonna zoom this out a bit, so it might be harder to read. So let me know, but I think we should try to keep it consistent. Oh, and also. Ah! I'm panicking. I have to roll for stress.
The GM is panicking.
Oh, well, Jonathan's gone catatonic. Yeah.
Yep, I've done. So are you. All right, you got a blip in that cargo bay and over in this coolant tank area. And it is up to you guys which, because there's multiple cargo bays, what you would like to explore.
They say we're picking up movement.
Yeah, could be some of the crew poking around, but
Hey, maybe someone's still alive out there.
I mean, I don't know. According to the diagnosis, this thing's been without power for a pretty long time.
Mm.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, might have been in cryo the whole time. Maybe they just woke up.
Oh yeah, that's
well,
possible.
with the power off, will cryo even work?
Can I hear this stuff, or I don't know?
I don't think you can hear it
Okay.
unless they want to specifically radio you in.
Oh, we should at least let them know that we're checking something out. Put it in the
Sure.
car. Yeah.
I think Wilson says, it depends on the model of the ship. Sometimes it looks like there's some backup generators going. That's like these very dim lights are going on. So some of that power could be diverted to cryo. So it's possible something like that would still be operating.
Hmm. Okay.
So I guess that's something else we could check out. If you
Yeah.
want.
Well, why don't we? I don't know. I'll leave this up to you, Wilson. You're the leader.
Well, all right. Let's I don't know. I don't know that I like movement. To me, it's a little worrisome. Maybe we should check out cryo first. See if there's anything there, or at least some supplies and equipment.
Sounds like a good idea.
And maybe someone there has an idea about how to restore power. If anyone's there, we could bring them back to life.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is why I'm an officer. I'm really smart.
Are you commanding me to do that with your skill? No, I'm kidding. I'll go.
If you're refusing, I will have to try.
No, I'll go.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Want to come too, Cham?
Yeah, I think we should stick together on this one.
Oh, I thought I just heard 2chan, and I was like, what are we talking about? All right. I don't know which Chan that is. It's probably one of the bad ones. They're all pretty.
No, Cham 3 is where it starts getting pretty bad.
There aren't really any good Chans. All right, let me try.
What about Jackie Chan?
Oh, that's a good.
Well,
Chan.
that would be Chan, not Cham with an M.
Right. Right.
Right.
Yeah. There's all the Chams are good. All right, so you're headed to the cryo area, which it's on the first level. I think.
Oh, it's a member of the indigenous people of Vietnam or Cambodia.
Okay, that makes.
Did you just Google Chan?
I did a Cham.
That describes all of
Oh,
us,
Chan.
really.
Okay.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. So you head over to cryo. Boom. 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 Now there's a few different cryo sections in here that you can explore. And you can see on the main door leading into it, there are claw marks around the edges of the doorway. It looks like something was trying to scratch its way into it.
What kind of exotic cargo they got going on here?
Must be some kind of pets. Exotic pets.
Yeah, it's a little, I think that everyone there is going to take another point of stress.
Oh man.
Now, you're not stressed because you don't know what's going on. You're stressed because you've all watched the very old documentary titled Tiger King. And you're now afraid.
Yeah. It could be transported in tigers. I heard about that.
We'll never financially recover from this.
But Wilson tries the door, and even without scary claws, he finds that he's unable to open it up. It looks like it's locked from the inside.
Oh, I was gonna say that'd be hilarious. It's like, it was open.
Whatever this was, just couldn't operate door handles.
No, it's not a raptor.
Maybe
No, it's
for
not a
once
raptor.
I'll actually get something done with my cutting torch.
All right, you want to give it another shot?
I've
Give it a
never
shot.
keep myself bust in here with extra die. Oh. I'm gonna push it again. Add another stress die.
Oh boy, how much stress do you have now? Like 5?
4.
Okay. It's a lot of dice.
Okay, I got 2 successes and a panic, a 1 on one of my stress die.
Oh. All right, so go ahead and roll for your panic.
Hold on. Can I use one of my coordinate cards to help?
I'm afraid you can't.
Oh boy.
But we'll see what happens.
I got an 8 for panic.
Ooh, all right. So something is going to happen.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I'm going to consult the chart. Now, once you start panicking, Wilson or Rye could... Why are you named after a bread? Could...
Because I'm so bland.
Okay, that makes sense. Could make a command roll to try and calm you down, if necessary.
I'd leave that up to Wilson if he's the officer.
Well, of
Yeah, but
course.
aren't you his friend? No, I'm not there.
You can
Yeah.
speak.
I mean, I guess I am his friend, so I can try it.
So, Cham, you start to tremble uncontrollably. These getting a closer look at these claw marks is really getting to you. Until your panicking stops, you're gonna have a -2 on any agility rolls.
Oof.
So I'll roll the command.
Go for
It's
it.
all right, buddy. We've been on longer hauls than this. No successes. Do I push it?
He's
Push it real good.
How long before everyone is just panicking?
If it depends on whether you think you'd push it. That's up to you.
I probably would try to get you back in the tip-top shape.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm rolling 5 panic.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yep.
All right. 1 success, 1 failure, but I'm going to use my talent.
Well, wait, is it a
That I
failure
can-
on a stress die?
It's a failure on a stress die.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my talent, the long haul. Once per act, I may ignore any alien symbol from a single roll.
All right.
So I
Alright.
succeed.
All right. Good job. You successfully calm him down.
Ooh.
Uh,
Cheer up, bud.
I was gonna
Like I
forget
said,
when I
we've been-
saw the claw marks, but
It's probably just some exotic animal we haven't seen before.
yeah.
you know you're probably right. There's nothing to worry about.
And through the act of calming him down, he regains his composure, and he effectively wields the cutting torch to bust his way through into the cryo chambers. So,
Alright. Do I no longer have the agility penalty now?
correct. You are now back to basics. So you're all good. You make your way inside, and you see a series of cryo beds. Pretty old-fashioned, but more or less standard. You know, some things haven't changed that much over the years in terms of tech. But all of them are covered in frost, and it looks like it's cold. It's cold in this ship. I mean, you've felt that coming in, but with your suits on, that protects you a little bit. And you do see crew members sleeping in these beds. Two of them, however, look like not so much. I mean, maybe they're crew members, but whereas the other ones look like they're in cryo sleep, these two look like they're corpses.
Like they're rotting, or
Yeah, like sort of like they're mummified.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like maybe there was a break in the chamber. It's in the bed itself that caused them to be exposed to the air, and they're like what would happen if you left a corpse out in a spaceship for a long time.
I don't think those two made it.
Damn it. They probably would have paid more for a full crew. All right. Well, let's get these 2 remaining ones out of there.
Yeah.
So, is there a terminal around?
So there are, from what you can see in this room, there's an examination area. Oh, that's sort of nearby, I guess. That's not necessarily in this room. You're sort of in this. This is sort of like one big section. There's like showers over to one side. There's a little storage area with some stuff in it, probably personal belongings for the crew that's in there.
Jonathan, what are the dotted lines?
The dotted lines. Oh, I think those are hallways.
Okay.
Or they might actually be
Vents.
ventilation shafts.
Yeah, maybe it's shafts.
Yeah, I think those are ventilation shafts. Because that makes a lot more sense.
Actually, yes.
These are, by the way, elevators. These little squares with the arrows in them. If you have any other questions about some of the icons, a lot of them are like, oh, that one's a med kit, but you know.
That one was actually asked by Hoser 40K.
Oh, well, there you go. Thanks for the help. And there's a lot of things I haven't been seeing in the chat. Anything I need to worry about?
I don't get the Hitchhiker's Guide reference, but
Falcon Ash K said, "Someone read the back on the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't panic."
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have a towel.
Yeah. All right. So, yes, there is a terminal leading to these cryo chambers. Unfortunately, to the beds. Again, there's still no power going to it, but
Right.
you could take a look at it and see what you think you can do.
Yeah. Can I look at the bed and see if there's like an emergency switch?
Yeah, make an observation check.
All right.
But again, that's going to be at a -2 because it is dark.
Okay. So
So spooky.
that is really bad for me to do, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Oh boy.
Success, and the one was on one of the yellow die, so not panic.
Great.
Thankfully.
Not
Oh, wait.
important.
Jonathan,
3 successes.
the xenomorphs are just
Whoa.
watching, and they're like, I thought we were supposed to be the thing that scares them and stuff. They're already dying of fright.
Yeah. I call it, we all die before the first enemy.
Oh,
appears.
absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna die like opening doors and
Yeah.
stuff.
So, Jonathan, there were 3 successes.
All right. So that's a lot. So you definitely find what you were looking for. You're well trained in technology. Once again, I just got to find your possible stunts that you can do because that's
observation?
always fun.
You can
Stunts.
see beyond. Use your elvish eyes.
Give me sight beyond sight.
Are you an elf? What's your class?
Yeah.
I'm actually Warforged.
Oh god.
You're small. You can fit through vents and things.
Yeah, there we go.
Are they more halfling?
I always think of elves as being small, though. I mean,
Their height definitely
thinking of, like,
jumps
keyboard.
around.
I mean,
Like
depends on
sometimes they're small, sometimes they're big. I think in Warcraft they're one of the taller species.
These are pretty
Lord of the
slender.
Rings are pretty tall too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But but in other older lore too, they live in rocks and stuff and are it's there's a wide variety of elves and they all hate every other species.
So, Rye, you had 3 successes.
I did.
So you get the answer to 2 different questions, and you can choose which questions you want to know the answer to. Your options are: is it coming for me?
Okay.
Are there more of them close by? Or how do I get in / past it / away from something? And I guess you could maybe
I'm only gonna ask
adapt these a
how do
little
I
bit.
get I was gonna say I'm only gonna ask how do I get into the thing.
Right, because there's not really too
That's-
many
Is
circumstances.
are the comatose grumpers coming for me?
Yeah. Are there space ghosts nearby? That'll be my second. There we go.
Okay. The answer is no. There are no space ghosts in the vicinity. And yes, you are very successfully able to figure out what is going on. You have a pretty good idea of this thing. Again, there's not power going to this ship, but it looks like some of that emergency power was being diverted to this chamber. So you're able to kind of tweak some wires and move some things around to get this machine working at least long enough to... Oh, hold on. You're going to hear a loud sound. Just...
Oh.
Classic cat feeder. This wouldn't be an RPG stream from Jonathan if that wasn't there.
That's the automatic cat feeder doing its job. Yeah, you are able to bring these things back online or end their cycle, I suppose I should say, and bring these crew members back to life from their sleep, just as you came back to life not too long ago today. And there are 5 of them.
There's 5 of them?
I think. Well, yes, there are 5 of them, and they wake up and they seem very disoriented. They're like a little bit confused. They're looking around. They're like even more so than normally you would feel coming out of cryo sleep. They're like, whoa, what's going on? Who are you guys? What's going on?
Well, we should be asking you that. What, like we just found you here, and it seems like you've been drifting for a
I
while.
feel like Wilson should be talking up now.
Yeah,
Yeah, Wilson's evaluating. He's hanging back.
You
yeah.
guys are drifting in deep space out here.
What? I mean, how did you? How you just? How did you find us? How'd you find us?
We came out of sleep ourselves, and we happened to be, um, just drifting by.
Yeah, our ship's computers pointed you out.
All
Normal
right. Well, one of them speaks up, says his name is Dr. Cooper, and he's like, man, he's got like a terrible headache, like a bad rough migraine. He's like, I don't know what. I guess we were in cryosleep for a long time because I'm just like, oof, this is like the worst hangover I've ever had. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can give you some background. This is my crew. This is the crew. That's John's. He's the XO. And there's Sergeant Reed.
Is he plural?
What's that?
Was he plural? Was it John or John's?
His name
With
is
an S.
John's.
Oh, okay.
The John of the many.
There's only one of them.
Oh, okay.
And we also over there is Flynn. That's our other doctor. We're scientists. We're here on a this was a research vessel. But oh man, a lot of it is kind of a lot of the details are fuzzy. I don't know if anyone else can remember what's going on here. We may be suffering from sometimes there's a little bit of amnesia as a side effect of the cryo sleep if you stay in it too long.
Well, we might have some tramadol back on the ship, so if you need any migraine help, we can help you there.
Yeah, well, that would be good. I mean, I think there's some med kits like around the ship too. I don't know. We could try to go looking for some of that kind of stuff.
Well, all I know is we're supposed to get you and the ship back to where we were going. So maybe we should all, take a second, kind of regroup, kind of come together. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think, Wilson? Should we kind of, take a breather for a second?
Yeah, that might be good. I mean, there's a lot of us here. We're power in numbers. I'm not sure what's going on with. I'm gonna radio into to the pilot. Hey, pilot.
Is this
Come in.
wait? Is this my team radioing me?
Yeah, this is Wilson.
Okay, all right. Well, what's going on, Wilson?
What's your status? We just woke up some peeps.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get anything done in the bridge. You got to get some power if you want me to really do anything significant here.
Okay, I will look for power. I am gonna just make a note about what you just said. Not able to get anything done. Put that in the file. Hoser 40K asked if anyone was complaining of chest pain. Nope, not yet. Not just yet. So,
what'd you find down there? You said you found people?
yeah, the crew of the ship.
So everything's all good. Everyone's fine down there.
Well, there's a couple of corpses. That doesn't look so good. I don't know if they know anything about that, but we're gonna like try to take it easy in here and recover for a
What do
minute.
you don't know? You didn't ask them?
Well, I just wanted to find out what you were doing. We're getting to it. I'm here to evaluate you, not the other way around. All right.
Look, I'm a
Sorry, I'm going through a
damn
tunnel.
it, I'm a
Hangs up. All right. So you guys want to, I mean, I think you can, like you said, there's power in numbers. You can watch out for each other for a minute. Anyone in there can remove a stress. You're a little relieved. You found some people. You're,
Yeah,
things look a little bit brighter as of right now.
yeah. I don't know about you all, but I'm thinking we should take a breather for a second, like I said.
Yeah, this has been one stressful job so far.
Yeah, yeah. It's not great.
I never did figure out what was moving around.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. The doctor's like, what do you mean? What was moving around?
Were you
Well,
transporting animals or something? Like exotic pets?
No, we're science. We're just a research team. There were no. There shouldn't be anything else alive on the ship.
what were you researching?
We're gonna have to. If I could just get through these migraines, I could maybe tell you. Maybe if we could get access to the med bay or lab or something like that.
Well, we have power on our ship.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I guess we could. I guess we could head back there.
I don't know,
Try to.
Cham. What do you think?
I think that's smart. Something about this ship gives me the willies, but
Hmm.
yeah, I really I want to know what's going on here. Because my
Yeah,
grandparent always wanted a tiger.
if we bring everybody back, we can, like I said, regroup and then attack this from a different angle.
Yeah, I got a feeling that there might be something real valuable here.
You always have that picker's instinct.
You know me.
Meanwhile, our pilot.
Yep.
What's your current plan right now?
Well, the thing I said before, because obviously I mean, from what I can tell, I actually cannot do anything in the bridge. So I want to make my way to the med bay for my own little personal goals.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, you can do that. And is that
Different map.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're on a different level. Doop. The med lab. So we'll just pretend.
And I'm
that-
going to assume I got that call on the way walking there.
Yeah, that makes sense. These also are not here.
Yeah, no, I got that.
All right. You make your way through to the med lab. On your way in, by the way, you're really noticing just how cold and just like clearly there hasn't been power here for a while. It doesn't feel like it's not a welcoming, it's not a friendly environment. Within the med lab, you can see there are a couple of older generation med pods. So these are devices you can use to not like anything major, but they could possibly fix broken bones, patch you up in other ways like that. So they're like healing beds.
All right. What I want to look for is where any medicine would be kept. Medicine, drugs, that kind of stuff.
Okay, well there's a counter towards one end of the room with various supplies, and yeah, looks like various jars and vials and things.
I want to look through it.
Okay, well here's what you see.
Oh, great. I don't even need to roll.
No,
Or-
you're looking. You're good. You can see it. There is a row of jars that appear to have various specimens within them. Within two of them are what look like small creatures of some kind. Not something that you've ever seen before. You could examine those more closely if you'd like. One of them has a smaller jar that has what looks like little fungal, almost like fungal growths or sacs inside of it.
No, Jonathan. No, we're not bringing up those movies. No.
And there's also there's a metallic urn that is open. Doesn't appear to have anything inside of it, though. There are 4 glass vials that are... they have what looks like a black liquid inside of it.
No. No.
And one of them is cracked open.
Do I notice the liquid at all? Like,
I mean, you see it.
is gravity still in the station?
Yes, gravity is still intact. Those systems have not been taken offline.
All right. I give me a minute. I need to think of like how my character to react. I want to really make sure I'm thinking as the character, not as person who has seen the movies.
I guess I'll stick my face in the jars.
I'm not that stupid.
Looks like food.
I mean, I see them and I'm going like, what the frack? Or whatever obvious curse word I'm saying, but not saying because of, being on a YouTube stream. Mm-hmm. And I want to, I'm still like, I'm definitely spooked out by them. And I'm going to definitely call Miller about this, but I want to just open some drawers first. I'm really, I'm on a mission right now. And while these things disturb me, I'm really looking for anything that kind of stimulant or on the possibility something that can help remove stress, because I am a little stressed out right now.
All right. Why don't you make an observation roll?
So that's a -2?
-2.
All right. So that pretty much cancels out the observation. So it's my – oh, wait. Nope. Got to add my stress because I'm really looking for that stuff. The stress dice are fine, but I don't have any successes.
Will you push?
You know what? Just the regular player in me says no, but I feel like in this kind of situation, if I'm going with the story, she's really looking for the stuff. So, yeah, let's do it.
I was gonna say that sounds like a yes to me.
Gotta get those pills.
Oh, so not only am I stressed, I find 2 successes.
Oh,
all right. So here's what you find. You rummage through the drawers, and yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. It's pretty well stocked. You find 4 personal med kits. So just all-purpose, can be used to patch people up if necessary. There's a bunch of like surgical instruments, scalpels, picks, metal things, sharp things, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you find, let's see, 6 sleeping pills, 4 hydration packs, and 4 doses of Naproleve.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I was looking for.
One of them future drugs.
Jonathan, are the sleeping pills regular benzos, or are they more specific sleeping pills?
They are called never sleep pills. Oh, sorry. Wait, that's the opposite of sleeping pills.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Let me correct myself.
You can just
They
call
are
it
not
Zolamide
sleeping
if you
pills.
want.
They are stimulants, they're like super caffeine pills.
Oh, okay.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
I'll go to bed with my never sleep pill.
Okay. So,
I was gonna say those are the
Never
exact
They're
opposite.
sleep pills.
so I still have the extra success. Was that just finding all the stuff part of the extra, or is there?
No. Oh well, so that was an observation. So you get the same. It's the same stunts as. I don't know how many of them are relevant. It's how do I get in? How do I? Are they coming for me?
I want to know if this counts as a question, maybe.
Sure.
And you can tell me. I saw one of the black liquid, is cracked. Do I see it on the items I have found.
No, it looks like the things in the drawer are clean.
Great. I think that's a fair question, and that's more than enough. I feel like I'm pushing my limits of what I'm allowed to say and mixing with my knowledge outside the game. So I'm very excited about this because
I'm sorry. My cats are fighting, and I can hear them
Mine is also going
yowling
crazy.
and hissing at each other in the background. All right,
Jonathan,
yes,
I think you need to do a stress roll.
I really do.
So I'm definitely going to. These suits, how do they work again? I'm sorry.
The compression suits that you're wearing. Yeah. In what terms of what?
Like, are they like a one piece unit? The helmet can it come off? Like,
yeah, you could take the helmet off.
I want to take the helmet off, and I'm going to take a dose of the. Hold on, actually, give me a second. I got to read something about my character. If you haven't guessed at this point, she has a bit of I guess you call it a drug problem.
I think that's the medical term for it. Yeah.
Too far. Where's the page?
Hoser 40K asks, I should have explained this too at the beginning. Does each character start the game with a secret agenda? Yes. Although the drug thing, that's just your personality tick, right? That's not your agenda.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, could go either way. But yes, everyone has an agenda that they're trying to get through for each act of the game, and it's also possible that someone could be an android disguised as a human. So that's something we may or may not find out.
All right. Okay. So, correct me. The Narlo. The other thing. There's the no sleep pills.
I thought you were about to say Nyarlathotep. I was like, what? He's not here. Never sleep pills.
Sorry, it just made me think what would happen if you mixed Alien with Lovecraftian. But that's another.
Almost redundant, isn't it?
I guess, but it would be interesting to make like a separate elder god that I'm getting off topic here. I'm getting too excited. The other drug.
Naprolev.
Yes.
What about it?
That's I believe, because I think I saw it when I was scrolling earlier, but that's a stress reducing one.
Yes, let me double check the exact wording on it. Naprolev tonight. I just want a Naprolev because it's really good. Yes, it reduces your stress level to 0.
All right, so I'm.
But if you take too much, you could become intoxicated in a sense.
Well,
also,
right
it gives
now,
you a -1 to agility skill rolls for a little while. Oh, I think that's only for an overdose, though.
I'm still a bit stressed out right now. If you haven't checked this, I think. No, that's saying too much about that right now. But I'm going to take a dose right away. So I'm taking off my helmet of the naproline and the stimulant.
Okay.
If I wasn't as stressed out, maybe I'd worry about mixing medication. But I'm not the med scientist, so let's do it.
All right. Okay. You do it, and you can you remove your stress.
All right. So I'm just gonna boop 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 boop. All right. So I've taken them, but I put the helmet back on. It's just like I needed to get the.
However, the never sleep gives you 1 stress.
That's fine.
But it will. You will not need to sleep for the next 24 hours.
All right. So now that I got my helmet on, I'm feeling a lot better. My heart's still racing a little bit, but I like that feeling. It's a good feeling. Feel good. I'm starting to realize that through my desire to hunt down these things, I'm actually in a pretty messed up area. There's a lot of things going on. So I'm going to contact my buddy Miller. I go, hey, Miller.
Hey. What's up?
I got scared for a second.
Sorry, I was doing something.
I don't know if you were listening to the comms earlier, and the bridge. Sorry, it was pretty messed up, and without power, can't do much. So I headed to the med lab because I heard they had some guys, and they need a med kit. I don't have to do a lie check, right?
Go ahead with what you're saying.
But as soon as I got here, I found some med kits. Don't get me wrong. There is some weird stuff here. I was joking about ghosts before, but I don't recognize this. Like, there are things in jars that I've never seen before. Some weird black substance that seems to be all over the table. I don't want to. It looks disgusting.
Okay, well, just collect all of it and bring it back. Take it. Bring it here. Those are our orders.
On the counter? I'm sorry?
What?
No, this is out of. These are on a counter?
Yeah, they're on a counter on some shelves, yeah.
There are a lot. I don't know if I can even get all this.
Well, get the rest of the crew, and you can come back if you need to.
Sure, I'll let them know what the hell was going on. Well, this is some weird stuff, man. All right, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, Miller, prepare an area for this because, like I said, this is a lot of weird stuff. So I don't know where the hell we're gonna put it. So I guess get that ready.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, so I'm switching my comm now.
Don't give me orders, though. I'm the captain.
I'm sorry. I'm saying it wrong. My character says a suggestion.
Okay.
I don't know. I apologize. That's
okay. Okay. After you end this call, something all of a sudden it seems like the ship comes to life. It seems like there's a delayed reaction, but in response to you guys coming on board, and maybe it's finally sensed your presence, lights turn on.
The phrase "it finally sensed your presence" is never in good context.
Things start to warm up a little bit. You hear like ventilation moving around in the background, like things whirring and buzzing. Everyone around the whole ship hears this right now. So
I turned to one of the scientists and I said, "This supposed to happen?"
Yeah, it should come on automatically. if you board it, maybe there's a delay from just it's been out of use for so long. But I guess it's back on.
When all the lights come on in the med bay, is there any more details I significantly notice? Like how that?
If there's any of those things you want to look at closer in a particular way,
I'll do a general observation just to see now that the lights are on. See what I see. So now I only roll one stress die. I almost missed those other stress dice. All right, I got a 6, and nothing with the stress die.
Okay. You notice, what you saw before is pretty much what you saw without, going up and really examining it more closely, and maybe that's outside of your realm of expertise. I don't know. The med pod that's in there now is powered on. So actually there are 2 of them, I should say.
Right.
However, now you can see with the lights on, one of them looks like it was smashed. The glass has been shattered, as if something broke out of it. Which is curious, and you could try to open that up if you wanted to look inside. You also find a underneath, there's a desk in there, and you find what looks like a little med kit, and it has 6 syringes inside of it that appear to be full of something.
What the?
Do it.
Oh, no.
I already have my drug of choice.
Oh, no.
I'm taking my hit.
In case you wanted to really mix it up there.
Uh, I don't. I can't. Never mind. I was gonna make a bad Fallout joke. So I'm looking at him like, what is going on here? I put it down next to the other stuff because I assume I might want to bring it along. But I want to go and examine the one that the med pod that cracked open.
Okay. Okay, you go up to it. You don't need to roll or anything. And you take a look inside. And you see something that's going to give you a stress point. For sure. It looks like the remains of some kind of horrible... You're not sure what you're looking at, to be honest. Like some sort of a creature, like sort of in the same, it was in this pod, like so roughly humanoid in shape and size, but and it's hard to tell because its lower torso looks like it's been dissected, like ripped open.
Okay, so what? Dissected would be like clean cuts. This thing, would you say?
Eviscerated.
Yeah, that's the word. Thank you.
I would say, like it looks more intentional. It looks more surgical.
Okay, so that's why I wanted to make sure.
His head, however, his skull, which is soft in appearance. That's right, in appearance, and looks like it's elongated. In an unpleasant way. Looks like that's been, I don't know, looks like it exploded or something. It's yeah, but it's hard to tell without getting too close. It's hard to tell any more details than that.
All right. This is where there's a lot of fun where I know a bunch of annoying little plot holes about Alien. And I got to think how to handle this. All right. So I step back from the pod and I'm going like, holy forking shirt balls. My heart's racing more now. And I'm getting, I'm getting a, Wilson on the Wilson, you copy?
Yeah, Wilson here. We're just hanging out. What's going on?
You got the motion tracker?
Yeah, I do.
You guys seeing anything?
We saw a couple blips. I mean, now we're all in here. We're all moving.
Well, I made my way to the med lab.
I want to conserve power on it,
But you were talking with the people to see if I can find some kits.
Yeah, makes sense.
I found more than kits, and obviously assumed some of the stuff we were told to bring back, but there's one of those pods, and there is something I've never seen before in this thing. Like, something alien, if you will. Yes, I said the title.
What's it look like?
Oh, God, it's like, sorry, quick is this like bigger than a person?
Maybe
the size of the creature.
It's not like a giant or anything. No, it fits inside a human-sized pod.
You know why I'm asking. It's some creature with some weird ass long head, and the weird thing is the head looks like something like a shotgun went to it. Except I think call me crazy, but from the inside. But it also looks like some operation was held on the stomach. Do you think there's something? I don't know what is going on here. And there's like samples of a lot of weird creatures I don't recognize.
Wilson just gives the phone to the other people, and he's like, "This is not in my job description. You scientists and weirdos talk to him about her about this medical nonsense, please."
Well, don't touch any of it. We got to bring it back.
Yeah, that sounds like it could be really valuable.
One of the other crew members is like, does it look like, is it alive?
Is it bigger than a bread box? It's not moving. It's not. Oh, sorry.
From your position where you've stepped back, you hear like a low grumble coming from the pod.
I swear to God, are you messing with me? Because it just made a noise. Are you messing with me?
No messing. No messing.
Are you all right down there? Should we send somebody your way?
I think actually I'm above you. Am I above them?
I think you are above them.
You're right up there.
Well, I mean, no. I just found a crazy dead body of some creature I don't recognize anymore. I mean, that's...
Well, in order
All
for
right.
us to get out of here and get paid, come back. Come to us. We can't have anybody get hurt. Please, come back.
Whatever this thing is in this pod gets out of it. And faster than you would expect this thing to be able to move, lurches on top of you.
Can you... so I don't even have a chance to dodge it?
As you're standing
Grapple.
there. You do not.
Oh, God.
You do not. It grabs your arm and pulls at it like it's trying to tear it off.
So the last message they're going to hear from me is a scream, which I'm not going to attempt.
Well, now you can use a blocking action.
I would absolutely love to use a blocking action. Just tell me how that works again.
You roll a number of dice. Hold on. Let me. Right. Got it. Blocking. I think it's just for some reason I have the number 6 in my head.
The number
Seems
of
like a lot.
beast.
For blocking, is it like related to close combat?
Yes, page 58. It is close. Yes, it is close combat. And I'm being a little maybe generous because, well, you do have a weapon, so you can block, or you need to have like a tool of some kind, I think.
Oh, I have the axe. I took the axe with me.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's pretty good. Yes, so it is a close combat roll. Yeah. So
So it would be my strength plus my close combat stat.
correct.
And do I add anything for the axe?
No, that's just
Okay.
what you're using to block.
Not a lot then.
Let me know if you get any 6s.
I did not get any 6s, but I am freaking out. So I'm definitely pushing that. I mean, something I don't recognize just is ripping at my arm.
One of your options with the success is to disarm your enemy.
Oh, man.
Rip their arm off.
Not only did my stress die not ruin me, I got 3 6s.
Oh, nice.
Number of the beast.
So here's what you can do. You can decrease damage, so you can remove enemy successes, and or you can perform a counterattack, dealing damage equal to the damage rating of your weapon. So I guess could be your axe. You do, if you're going to use your, you have a gun, I believe, or a bolt gun.
A bolt gun, yes.
It is a fast action to actually draw it.
Here's my question. Do I get to see what the successes on the enemy dice are?
Yes, there is only one.
I will use the one success to block it, and the other 2 with my axe, because that's what I was using to block with, to try to just swing at it. Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right, so just tell me what I roll now. Another close combat?
I think you just deal the damage automatically for whatever.
So just
I
2?
guess- that's a good question. Do they list the axe in here?
I guess it would count as like a.
It's probably the same as whatever is
I mean, it's like if you can't find the weapon, what's something similar?
Probably like a knife or.
That is as strong as you want it to be, Jonathan. You are the game mother.
Yeah, you're right. So I think it's worth 2 damage probably. Let's go with that.
All right,
And
so
you're taking. You got 3 successes, right? So you're taking.
well,
2
one's the block.
Right.
and the other 2 were for the attack. Because
So
that's all I can do, right?
yes. So that is enough. This thing is, like I said, its head looks like it's been torn open, as does its
Oh, it was the body. I thought it was something else that popped out of it.
torso. No, sorry,
Oh.
it was that body. So it doesn't take that many hits to go down. You're able to fend it off with your axe and kill it.
I book it out of that room.
All right, let's cut back to the cryo bay, sleep chamber. So everyone there is kind of all the Cronus crew are they're getting adjusted. They're figuring things out. Dr. Cooper seems to feel like his headaches are just like, he looks like he's in serious pain. And he's
Wilson,
just like,
we gotta get him back to the ship now.
yeah. I think you're right. I mean, should we try to bring anything else with us? Should we bring the rest of the crew too, or should we come back?
Let's bring the rest of the crew, but we can bring objects later.
Yeah, let's move as a group and prioritize getting all of our people together.
Over the comms, can I still just
You can
while they're doing,
you can buzz in.
But then when is this happening during my little encounter? I want to make sure before I
I think
did my encounter
right.
just happen?
Yeah, that just happened. Yeah,
Okay, just want to make sure because I wouldn't be doing it during the encounter.
makes sense.
So over the comms, I'm just going fork.
What?
God,
Spoon?
Oh.
well, replacing. Yeah, I'm using the Good Place
Yeah.
substitutions.
I was like, he wants you to jab a fork into it.
No, sorry. I thought those
Is it
would be the
Does that mean he's done?
fork and shirt, I believe, if I recall correctly.
yes.
Oh,
I got you. I read you.
So, anyways, I'm like, what the hell was that thing? The thing just tried to grab me. I don't know what the. I am not going in there alone. What are we bringing on our ship?
Well,
I'm sure it's fine.
Kind of want to get a better look at this thing.
I mean, maybe. I mean, he could have a point though. Maybe. I mean, there could be. For all we
Who's
know, there's
talking? I'm sorry, Jonathan.
What'd you say?
Who are you talking as?
This is Wilson. Sorry.
Okay.
Wilson says there could be some, like, I don't know, what if they're contagious? They have some kind of illness. Who knows what's going on? Maybe we should leave them on this ship. We shouldn't like expose our ship to anything they have.
no.
Meanwhile, Dr. Cooper is now in the corner, and he's it kind of sounds like he's maybe speaking in tongues. He's just like rambling.
Jonathan,
in the
that is
corner.
rude. Just because he's not speaking English doesn't mean you describe it as tongues.
It's like The Exorcist over there. He is.
He all right over there?
He's clutching his head and like gibbering and jabbering. Mr.
No,
T
this
wouldn't
is-
like it.
What the heck kind of cryo did they wake up from?
The other passengers don't seem like they're they're not acting the same way. As I said, passengers, the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of backed into a corner and they're like,
Well, no, listen, we have to get everything onto the ship. We have to go now. Wilson, please lead us out of here.
All
Probably
right.
all worried about this gibbering guy, but
Yeah, well, we got to bring him back for med treatment.
all right, yeah, let's just haul our way up there.
All right. Are you on? But the two of you, or I guess the three of you, gonna like just basically gonna try to carry him out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe make a mobility roll.
Okay. So the roll would be whoever has the lowest in that skill, correct?
Yeah. So who has the lowest mobility?
I have
could be
3 mobility.
I have 5.
could be Wilson.
Wilson dragging us down.
Let's see. Wilson, where are you, my friend? Your mobility is here. It's a 2.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Yeah, there we
on
go.
one
There we
hit.
go.
All right. Yep. He's dragging you down, all right. But I'm gonna give. I think he gets 2 extra dice because you guys are helping him.
Sorry, John. The quick question I'm just curious about because you said the lowest one is the one who rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the lowest of just that stat mobility, or would it be mobility plus agility? Who has the lowest?
In this case, it depends. I think if you're using agility, then I'm not sure.
Because I realized it could depend on your stat spread.
Yeah, it could depend.
That's a
We'll
good
figure that out
point.
for next time. We'll be more specific. I'm going to roll 4 dice for you. Okay. It's 2 successes, and he doesn't roll stress. So that's one advantage of having the NPC roll for you.
Yeah.
So that's you're doing an okay job carrying him, and I kind of want to let you, even though he's the NPC. Is there something you can do with that extra success? I'll let you guys decide what that is.
All right, that's solid.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy. I like to help you out.
Maybe we can double time it.
Yeah, you could go super fast. I'll allow that before I actually manage to find what it is. All right. So you're doing great. You're steady. You've got these compression suits on. It's a little awkward, but the lights are back on now, so it's easier to get around in the ship. You're able to get through pretty quickly. As you start, you're getting closer back towards the airlock where you entered from. Blood starts seeping out of the doctor's nose and ears, and his eyes like roll over into white, and he starts convulsing and writhing around like he's having a seizure, and it becomes much harder to hold on to him.
That ain't good.
Are you gonna? Do you want to keep going?
Do we have any valproic acid?
Not all, man.
No. Roll for it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's that's what you would do for an actual tonic-clonic seizure.
You can. I mean, try to help him. Try to just keep carrying him. He's like getting violent. He's shaking.
Let's carry. I don't know. It's up to.
I think we need to get to somewhere where we get some medical supplies for him.
Yeah, so let's get him back to our ship into our medical bay.
All right. Are you gonna? I guess you don't need to put a suit on him. I don't know. That's up to you. Wilson asks that.
Just a quick little trip.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He's doing great. You continue to carry him across. So you suddenly you hear kind of a popping sound, and you look back and actually, which one of you is most likely to look back? Who has a higher observation score?
0.
Mine is including my wits.
Just give me your flat observation.
1.
Oh man, it might be poor Wilson again.
Wilson.
Good luck, Wilson.
For some reason, is the first person I sent to you for me to check. His observation is 2. So yeah, he turns to look, and one of the doctor's eyeballs launches from his face and hits Wilson in his face.
Oh.
And then bounces onto the floor and rolls away. And at this point, I think Wilson is like, okay, he drops him.
Yeah.
I don't want to catch whatever he's
I imagine though he's just as calm as you were saying, Jonathan. So it hits me just like, okay.
Do we have any med kits?
A slender, gore-covered arm pushes its way out of the empty eye socket, reaches around and tugs at his mouth.
Not yet. Soon, darling.
With spindly white fingers, it yanks his teeth back. And the doctor does not scream. It doesn't seem that he's really in there anymore, but something else is in there. And flesh tears and tendons snap as the thing inside his splintering skull pulls his face open right at the jawline.
Oh.
A thick gurgling sound wells up inside of him as his head is ripped from his body. His neck gushes, and whatever was in there plops to the floor in a burst of blood. And Wilson now is freaking out, and he's screaming, and he's like, "Kill it! Kill it!" It looks like a translucent white thing that is struggling to stand up. It has 4 wobbly fawn-like legs. As it has a spiky hide, and it's like shaking off this goo and viscera that it's just emerged from. And it has this bulbous head, no eyes, and it starts running towards you.
I want to just double check. Neither of you have seen either Prometheus or Covenant?
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
good. Just want to...
All right, so I'm going to draw my pistol.
So I think, I'm gonna
ready my cutting torch.
I'm gonna now I'm gonna draw initiative cards for you guys.
Oh boy.
Can I play as the thing they found?
Well, they could try to get you on the radio to meet him there. So I guess.
That's the funny thing. I was thinking my character would already be heading to the airlock because she didn't want to be alone anymore.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think you were kind of going to meet there.
That's why when you said they're heading to the airlock and his head's hurting him, I'm just like, oh no.
So for people watching, the way this system works is I've got a deck of cards, 1 through 10, and these are just playing cards. They're not the official ones. You can buy official ones. This is going to determine initiative for everybody. So I guess I'm just going to have to keep track of that over here because I don't know if I have a convenient way to. Maybe we should start doing this in Roll20. All right.
Yeah, that would be handy.
So for Rye, you've got a 4. Maybe write it down somewhere on your sheets.
Okay.
That'll be
Yeah,
good.
I'll keep track. So I got a 4.
I can actually keep track since I'm not part of it.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. I could give you an initiative number for you to try to get here if you want.
You know what? You just let me know when I come in if I make it there. It's up to you. Whatever you think works with the story.
All right. A 6 for Cham.
Got a 6. Yee.
Wilson's got a 5. And this thing has a 10. And actually, let me double check.
Oh boy.
Nope.
Is it? I assume it's highest, as opposed to like turn
probably
order.
Highest.
I'm just gonna rule that. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So that thing gets to go first.
That thing.
No. I wasn't talking to you, Google. Followed by the rest of you. You guys
Cham,
got 4,
Wilson,
5, and 6.
and Rye.
Okay. So, and on future turns, you can switch that order if you want. Not with the creature, but with each other.
Hey, weird alien thing. Can I go before you? Is that okay? All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
you know.
lost the alien.
Why not? Let me just. I want to find the stat block that I need because this thing is going first, and it looks mean. But I assume that, like I said, I assume still that Davis, you are, you're probably making your way there to try to get there at some point. All right, so this thing leaps at one of you. Let's see who it is. That would be Rye.
Okay.
And it is going to. It jumps onto you and it reveals that it has rows of razor-sharp teeth.
Ah,
And it hisses at you. It doesn't directly attack you, but you must make a panic roll.
okay. So I just roll all my stress die? Oh, no, I
You
roll
just
one
roll
die and then add
1d6.
my stress to it.
Correct.
7.
Okay. You get a nervous eye twitch. This has freaked you out a little bit.
Okay.
But as a result, freaks everyone else out too. And Cham also is taking a stress point. An additional stress
no.
point.
Oh man.
And then it kind of it jumps off of you too. And then it is your turn now. I believe. Oh no, sorry, it's who got the 6?
I got the 6.
Cham
Cham did.
Cham did.
Yes. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay,
So Cham, it is your turn. So you have handy the list of things you can do.
Yes.
Okay, one fast and one slow, or 2 fast actions.
Okay. And where is this thing now that we're confronting?
It is
What is it
pretty
doing?
close to you, so you're all kind of concentrated. I guess I haven't updated this map in a while, but you got pretty close to the exit that you were trying to get to.
Okay.
Pilot's like coming up, and it's you could definitely get within. Like you were carrying this guy when it burst out of him, so
Okay.
it's maybe like 5 to 10 feet away from you.
Kill it, kill it, kill it.
So I should be able to engage. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm going to step up to it. And I'm going to try to use, let's see here. Close combat attack with my cutting implement.
You're the torch you found?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so make that roll, my friend.
Okay. 5. How much stress? So I only lost 1 point of stress from before, right?
Correct. You lost one and then you just gained one.
Oh, so I'm back up to 4.
At least we gained the 1. You never know how useful that could be.
Yeah. Okay. No panics and 1 success. Went in with my torch.
All right, so what's the damage rating on that torch?
All right, it is a 3.
All right, so you hit this thing for 3 damage. Any special
slice
signature
it up.
flair you want to put on that?
All right, I kind of lower it down, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm like screaming as I'm doing it, as I'm like singeing into him with the flame.
All right, sweet. Okay, next up is Wilson's turn, and he's a little, he's freaking. He actually is gonna first go get on his radio, and he's sending out a message to Miller and to Davis, who's elsewhere on the ship, just anybody who's listening, like, we need backup. Like, what? I don't know what's going on, but this is a little intense, and so hopefully that message gets out. So
New phone. Who this?
yeah, congratulations. You're a 9. I just drew a 9 for you, Davis.
All right.
So you can, when that comes around, you can try to run up here. And then Wilson has. Does he have anything? Did we give him any weapons?
I don't think so.
I think he might just. I think that's what he's gonna do. And he's calling for help, and he's like kind of in the corner. And maybe this isn't his style to fight barehanded against this strange alien. He's like, you guys seem to have this covered. You have weapons. I'm gonna observe and try to back up is my way of helping. which means now it's Rye's turn.
All right. So I see one of the fast actions is retreat. Can I use that to try and like escape the grapple this thing has me in, or?
Yes, you're not actually grappled.
Oh, okay.
It's
It
engaged
just showed
with
me.
you,
hmm
but yeah, you're not like pinned to the ground or anything like that.
Okay. So I'm going to actually I'll draw my weapon, and then so that'll be my fast action, and then my slow action will be giving an order to all the other scientists: get on the ship.
Like the ones.
The ones that are like the other ones, because I want them all to live. So I'm
Okay.
trying to get them to go onto the ship.
Okay.
So that's my slow action is giving them the order. Do
Okay.
I need to make a command
Make a
roll for
command
that, I
roll.
believe?
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, got it here. One success.
All right. They hear your message and they're responding to it, and they presumably come running,
Okay.
but you don't see them just yet.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Now we're back to our little friend. And let's see what he wants to do exactly. He's not, he doesn't like that he just got hit with the cutting torch. Clearly that's it gave this little like one of those, but it was really bad. And it snarls at you guys. It looks all around again. It bares its sharp teeth again. It starts running from you. Doesn't appear to want to engage in direct combat, now realizing that you can maybe hurt it. Actually, I think I have a token for it. I should have put it out on the map. Someone, by the way, I should give him credit. Hold on. I don't have it open anymore. I'm sorry. I'll put it in the show notes after the fact. Someone, there's a whole subreddit for the Alien RPG that I'm glad I found, and someone made these great little tokens and things. The
cool.
maps are just from the book, but the little characters someone cut out and made those, so that's nice. I hope these are labeled. Yeah, this guy, this little guy. So he starts running, and he runs straight this way, and like straight into right as the pilot Davis is coming up and sees this thing in their path.
Does it do anything, or is
Nope, it's just trying to get away, and it sees you, and that's its turn, and now it's your turn.
all right? So let me pull up the. So I can do a fast and a slow again. I'm sorry.
Correct. One fast, one slow, or two fasts.
All right, I am already, adrenaline's pumping, and I've already been attacked by one thing. So seeing this thing move, I'm not a fan of it. So I'm going to use my fast action first, which is going to be pulling out my bolt gun. And I'm going to try to put a bolt through this creature's head.
Stands to reason that you would.
So that would be 5 dice for my agility, 2 for range combat, and 3 for stress.
Okay.
So it's a lot, but that also means a lot of bad can happen. All right. Good news, bad news. 2 successes, but a stress die did land on a 1.
Yeah, that's rough. By the way, I should clarify. I want to go back a little bit. Earlier, when you hit it, you did hurt it, but I also want to be clear that this thing seems to have like sort of a natural armor in its skin, so you may not have hit it as hard as you wanted to or thought you did.
So you're saying it has an armor class?
I might say that. But anyway, back to you. So unfortunately, that does mean that you have to panic.
So that's roll 1 die and then add my stress level, correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
I should know this by now, considering how many times we've all panicked.
Things are scary here.
That is a 7. No, wait. Yeah, 7.
All right. Well, you're the only person around, but I think it's just going to give you an extra stress.
That's it?
Yep.
All right.
The 7's not so bad. They get worse as they go.
Well, remember when I reset my stress earlier? But so what happens with the rest? I had 2 successes. Do I need to roll for that 4th stress now?
No, but I think if you, unfortunately, let me double check. But typically, it might be different in combat. Typically, if you roll
A panic, it cancels everything.
it's just a fail. Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, so you just miss your attack. But was that a slow and a fast?
Yeah, because I pulled out the weapon and I fired.
Right. Okay. All right. Yep. So that happens. Now the rest of you are. This thing moves pretty quickly, so it would probably take you guys 2 turns to get to where they are currently. But it's up to you. I mean, you could do things in a different order too. You could try to get over there and catch up, or I don't know. Officially, it would be Cham's turn right now.
I mean, how does the pilot look?
Terrified?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah, it's a good. I mean, how do you look?
I'd probably just if he looks terrified, I'd probably just start sprinting down towards him and not really think about it.
Okay, fair enough.
Basically, use the run action twice. Yeah.
Hoser 40K asks, and I'm also curious too. Is there a max stress level, and is it just more chances of us going catatonic, or is there actually something happens if we fill it up?
I don't think there's any penalty for having a certain amount. It's just that you're very likely to panic, and very bad things happen when you panic with high stress levels.
I'm already adding +5
on your character sheet. Is there a actual limit of how much you can check off for stress?
It looks like 10.
Okay, so that might be the limit, because I mean if you're rolling 10 dice, it's like
Oh my god!
If you've reached that point, things are bad enough, I think. All right, so yeah, and does the sprint action, is that 2 zones? Does it specify?
Let me take a look here.
Sorry if you didn't have it handy. I should have looked it up.
Yeah, I was looking at the actions, and it just says run, a fast action. Prerequisite, no enemy at engaged range.
So basically, you ran twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you can basically get You can get right up to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I think Wilson's going to follow suit. I don't know if Rye, you're going to just chase after them too.
So I have medium range on my pistol. Am I? So am I within medium range? It says 25 feet away.
Yeah, I think you could do one run and then use your slow action to fire at it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I should have checked. You don't have a long range, do you, Cham?
No.
Okay.
I think we took the only guns.
Yep. So I have medium range. So it's. Sorry, I'm just doing the thing.
Actually, Wilson is not going to run up there. He's going to hang back because he's going to wait for support.
Yeah.
So it's 3 for agility, +1 for pistol bonus, +5 for stress.
Sounds good.
I am definitely stressing. And I failed.
Any ones on the?
Oh, I got 3 ones.
On the stress dice?
Yep.
Okay, make your panic roll.
Yeah. Oh God. 10.
All right. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, yeah, nice, nice even number.
Well, this will people watching, you can get a taste now of what it's like to panic at higher numbers. Let me get back to my handy dandy chart.
Oh
Come on.
no.
This thing takes a while to load.
Rest in peace.
I don't. That's not terrible. I mean, seven. Like you got an 8 before, and that wasn't so bad.
Hmm.
15 is very bad.
Okay. Yeah, because I rolled a 5, and I have 5 stress, so it seems like it'd be pretty high.
Yeah, I think so. Oh my god! All right, here we go. So for a 10, you are frozen by fear or stress for 1 round. You lose your next point of action.
Okay.
Your stress level and everyone's stress level in short range increases by 1, but I don't think anyone else is in short range, so just you.
That's good.
So that's a plus.
Okay, so I'm at 6 stress.
Hey, it's a good thing Davis got those drugs.
Yeah, I'm
I
definitely.
didn't say anything. I found drugs.
That's true.
That's great. I don't know that they exist.
Well, that's okay because what happens next is that this little creature, even though you guys are all panicking and freaking out, it's like a spider. It's more afraid of you than you are of it, maybe.
Oh,
And it still doesn't like that you have the potential, the capacity to harm it, and it scurries away into the closest vent that it can find. So it's up to you guys if you want to. You don't have to maintain turn order anymore if you don't want to. Try to look and see if you can figure out where it went, or do anything else that you want. It has left the area.
All right, so I'm at the end of the hallway there. And I literally look at the vent and I look at them. Do I see anyone else? Like, are the other people there? I can't remember.
Everyone,
happened?
everyone is
them to get
there
on the
now.
ship, right?
The scientists too are. The rest of the crew of the Cronus is starting to make their way up there too.
So I don't know, but I don't know that they're coming. Like, I don't.
You probably might have overheard them talking on the radio.
All right. I just literally looked down and I look at them. I'm like, everyone on the ship now. Look, we got to get off this thing.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
just
Wilson
frozen.
agrees.
Come on, Rye. We gotta get moving. I see sort of hold of Rye.
You get a hold of Rye?
I like she's frozen.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
frozen.
right,
I'm just
right.
like this.
Try and shake her awake. Shake her to the present.
You want to make a command roll to try to
Oh boy.
get Rye going?
Alright, so that's 4 die plus I have as many stress die as I have regular die.
Sometimes I look at the screen and see I'm like something's wrong with it, like it's glitching out. I'm like, oh no, it's just green. It just looks like an old.
Oh.
I got 1 success, no fails.
All
Yes.
right, you that's definitely enough to bring Rye back.
Ugh.
Yeah, you can lose a point of stress from that for that.
Oh, wait. Who loses the point?
Rye.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he calmed you down, and I think that's you're ready to get out of here. It's crazy things have happened. That's pretty much where Act 1 of this is going to end.
Alright.
All right.
So, and this is
Very
comprised of 3 acts, and they do say in the books they like 4 to 5 hours probably. Took us like 3 to do one, maybe 2.5 generously. But now at this point, I'm going to look over your guys' agendas. And based on how I feel about how you did, I may award you story points. But they're still hidden. So let's see. I'll see how generous I'm going to be. And what was this one again? Yeah. I mean, yes. And where's this last one? This is great streaming content, right? Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to give you all story points.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
So you each get one, and in the future you can use those for a free success for any role that you want, which is nice. But I think that's where we'll call it for today. Any
Okay.
No experience points?
I'm afraid not. I'm not sure about campaign mode. I don't think they have leveling up in this system. At least not in a traditional way.
Well, regardless, this has been very fun. We'll see, of course, if we play through the rest of this act. If you want us to, you can let us know in the comments down below. And of course, we'll be putting polls up on our Patreon to see if people want us to play some of these other ones or maybe some other one shots. We have a lot of like small RPGs floating around, especially all the ones you've backed, Jonathan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have so many like indie RPGs that I've backed over the years, and just we just never have the chance to play them. So we're gonna get into a lot of that. Yeah, this is cool. Hoser 40K says going to look into this for his game group and looking forward to Act 2. Yeah, it's again, if you're familiar with those systems of Mutant Year Zero, any of the Free League publishing games, not too far from that. Mark, you were saying it was like sort of like the Star Wars game too.
Similar. Like I like the symbols on the die. Like for the Star Wars game, I thought it'd be like a little more like it, but this was actually different. I like that this has the psychological term for it is Yerkes Dodson, which is basically the more stressed you are, there's like an optimal level of performance with some stress. If you've ever heard of the stress curve before.
Yeah, you see, I had to try to role play without using my alien knowledge.
Yeah.
Mark has to role play without using his medicine knowledge.
Yeah. So like this was a really cool, like I liked the system because I like the representation of, again, it's called Yerkes Dodson, which is the more like you need some level of stress to perform optimally at a task, which I think is really cool.
Cool.
For me, however, that level is 0. Add 1 stress, I'm done.
Falcon Ash K in the chat mentioned the game Mothership. I have that too. That's a similar kind of genre. Like it's also like weird space madness type of stuff. So yeah, maybe we'll try that even sometime in the future. Cool. So yeah, again, if you want to hear our detailed thoughts, I'm sure we'll be giving them in our podcast next week. That's Patreon exclusive, guys. So check out the links below.
Considering that this is a beloved movie by both of us, so I'm sure we'll both have many thoughts.
And there's a core rule book that has like way more stuff too that doesn't come into play in this module, which is like has spaceship combat and like maintaining the ship and all kinds of other stuff that's in there. So look for that too. So all right, thanks for joining us at home, and thank you guys for playing with us here on the stream.
Yeah, thank you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Anything you guys want to plug?
Stay home.
Good plug.
That's what I want to plug.
Good plug.
Yeah, the xenomorphs are out there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining this RPG stream. Like I said, we're going to try to keep them up on Saturdays starting midday. But of course, usually late Sunday or maybe Monday, we'll be posting our regular streaming schedule, which could be solo plays, maybe some things that have roll rights where you can join in. So keep an eye out on our Twitter and other places we post for that schedule. It'll be pretty cool.
Do it. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. This is Roll for Crit signing off.